What up, y'all? You know who it is, your boy JD Kiss, you know what I mean? Right now with Chris John. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas out there. Let's get right into it. Yeah!
BTBTV. Chris John, man. Yo, born, let's get him, man. Yeah, right now off plan. Used to get busy with them guns in my hand. 4 or 5 or a black 9 with a grand in my pocket and beef cool as a fan. BTBTV, we are not playing. Y'all just talk, we back it up and down. Sideways, F what y'all saying. We Kyrie and Kanye. This a boss talk, so you clowns should just fly away. Yeah, hop on the bridge, throw your frame off the highway. This not a game, this is business, this my way. Real talk, your opinion is nothing to us. We gon' stay on chill, long as you don't violate, but it's not fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. You better be. We coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. But we the best, I swear.
Salute.
In the mix, a pride in politics, my move got sick. Name well known from the hood to the
Thompson.
On the highway, fast burning gears with a shit. Some people kick dirt in your name with shit you gave. Broke your back for them and they got the nerve to play you. Kick raps, door or push to shove my way through. Bum rush the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. The jealousy
on the menu, hitting up in jokes.
That's why I stay serious like David
Bam.
Form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope. So run and get ghosts. We fight good boxing like Floyd on the ropes. I'm the great black hope. Man, we the team and they know it coast to coast and it just ain't fair.
Good. We about to give this Jim Jones topic. I'm about to pin the link. It's gonna be an open panel for anybody want to come and talk on it. So let's get busy.
Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. We the best. If you with us, put your lighters in the air. No, it just ain't fair.
There is one signal.
Just ain't fair, man.
Oh.
They gon' say the money changed me, but I'ma say the haters did it. I watched them suckers bend the rules, but what I do, forgave them niggas. Making movies, I played the villain. Shaking, moving, making millions. Money calling, my line beeping. I had to
That was my little bro, Chris John, with Benny the Butcher. You know what I'm saying?
Salute, Chris John.
YouTube. I pinned the link up on YouTube. Yes.
Y'all go check it out.
Yo, so everybody, we know what today's topic is, right? We know what today's topic is, right?
Yeah.
Camron, Mase,
Jimmy 50 and Cam. Jimmy 50 and Cam.
And Mase. Don't forget Mase.
Oh, Mase is with it, isn't it too? Oh, yeah, it's true. Mase is in it too.
Yeah, bro.
Murder Mase.
And everybody know about when Mase start murdering, right? a lot of niggas feelings get hurt.
That's why Camron had to fold, you know what I'm saying? Because that Oracle, woo,
that Oracle was fire.
Was putting that nigga out of business. You used to worry about people putting them out of business, right?
Yo, but hold up. Let me let you hear first. I'm gonna let you hear what my bro man DC had to say about him and Jim, and then I'm gonna let you hear Camron talk about the story. We're gonna get to it right now. Hold on.
Yeah, but you see,
Forbes DVD.
That was years ago. Shout out to Forbes DVD, man. Doggy Diamonds and Emmerich.
Yeah.
ForbesDVD.com.
You gotta give him them props.
Popping going on in there.
You got it on you?
Oh, I had to, you know me. Camera, no camera. Like disrespect come,
It's time to poop pop. You know what I mean? Okay. That's just how it's gonna go. It's like, you know, I try to be civilized. You know, I always act civilized in front of white people, but you know, nigga got the disrespecting, and it just had to happen. You know. All
right, so just let them know, man. We on ForbesDVD.com.
We on check out ForbesDVD.com. Shout out to them. Show love always. My nigga Doggy Diamond.
Forbes, you already know. So that bread again, man. That's what the fuck I like to talk.
That was a little bit, but we're gonna let y'all hear the real shit right now. This is Camron saying Jim's a liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Yeah, that's like 7-8 years ago.
Yeah.
So
Cam's a liar too, right? Don't get it twisted.
Is my child friend literally 6 years old. The real 6 years old. And he always did beats. He rapped too back in the day, but he always did beats. 6-figure digger, always did beats. So he had little home studios and little gadgets back in the days that the average person would have. Nowadays, everybody can get whatever, but he would go get turntables and all this stuff that people wouldn't have. So we started doing mixtapes and not mixtapes, but we started doing songs in his crib in Esplanade Gardens. And we was like, word, he got the studio. So me, Mase, and Bloodshed used to be at Digger's house doing little raps. We didn't even take it seriously. It was like, come on, man. Like we didn't, this Diplomat shit or record deal shit was far-fetched. It wasn't even some shit that we thought about. So cool, we doing stuff. So now time goes on. Mase, I went to college. Mase is a year older than me. Mase went away to college first. He went to college and he got kicked out and came back and met this dude named Kuda Love. Kuda Love taught Mase how to be pretty. He was Murder Mase, Tough Rhymes, all this other stuff. Kuda Love is the dude who taught Mase, like, nah, Playboy, you gotta rap for the girls. Yo, you the one who gotta do this for the females and all this other stuff. And Mase followed that. And he met Puff and he ended up getting signed with Bad Boy. So it's like, oh shit, Big L was one thing, because not dissing Lord Finesse and DITC, them niggas was dope. The whole DITC was dope. But Puff had this flamboyant shit about him. So it was like, oh shit, this is next level shit getting signed with Bad Boy. Oh shit, the way Mase got the wave right now. You know what I'm saying? So Mase didn't have an album out yet. So he was running around, just with the deal. So pause that right there because I skipped those apart. So we doing mixtapes. Back to when I was saying we doing mixtapes. Me, Blood, and Mase. I would see Jim from time to time. My grandmother lives in 1199. His aunt lives in 1199. So, on the weekends, you go see your grandmother, or twice a month, you go see your grandmother, whatever. I would bump into him there. Be like, okay, what's up? Just some what's up shit. Hey, what's up? What's good? He like, yo, Cam, what's up? I'm like, ain't nothing, man. He's like, yo, I heard y'all on the mixtape, on Ron G mixtapes, doo-wop mixtapes. He's like, yo, I heard y'all, I got the crib. My grandmother passed away. God bless the dead also. Come through, come hang out. So we like, all right, cool, whatever. But we wasn't really hanging out with Jim. Like, there's no shade. We wasn't really hanging out when we do him, but we wasn't really hanging out with him like that. So we see him again. Yo, come through, man. I got the crib. Y'all can come hang out, whatever. So we like, yo, at this particular time, I had just got kicked out of college. Mase had the deal, but the money ain't sinking yet. He just got the deal. So he's still living in Harlem with Kuda Love. And we like, yo, fuck it, let's go see what's going on in Jomo house. His name was Jomo. And I'm like, did this no diss. His name was Jomo. So we like, yo, let's go to Jomo house. You know what I'm saying? So we go over there and hang out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had the crib. Because this time, I'll stay with a bitch here, stay with a bitch there, stay at my grandmother's house, stay at her house. I never had nowhere to go. Always had somewhere to go. I could go went to my grandmother, her house, whoever. But we used to go over there and hang out so we could smoke weed, whatever vibe. So we was hanging out over there for a while, a few months, and Mase was like, yo, Jomo, if we gonna be with you, learn how to rhyme. You should learn how to rhyme. And Jim was like, I'm not gonna call him Jomo because y'all taking a shade, but he was like, I don't know how to rhyme, man. I don't really know how to rhyme. Mase was like, yo, it's easy. So Mase taught him the kind of format we was using to rhyme. And Mase was like, yo, do this and do it like that. Mase taught Jim how to rhyme. I'm not taking a little bit of credit for that. Not even a little bit. Mase sat down with him in the room, yo, do this and do that. And Jim started taking it more seriously, like, all right, maybe I can do it. You know, beginning, it was rough. You know, everybody in the beginning learning how to rap is rough. So Mase kept telling him, yo, do this and do that. Cool. So, you know, Mase is in the street. Everybody knows Mase got the record deal. Everybody's on Mase, yo. He running into beefs in the street. I'm out there basically holding Mase down when he's in the street. He getting trapped in bitches' cribs on Kingsbridge Road, stuck in a bitch crib, her boyfriend downstairs, he can't get him out. I go get 20 niggas, go get Mase out the crib, all type of shit when he first got signed. This had nothing to do with Jim. This is just before Jim, everything before Jim, I'm telling you. So, cool, Mase running all type of beef because nobody signed with Bad Boy from my neighborhood, which was the most popular label. So what happened was, Jim must have heard some shit that niggas was talking shit about Mase. So he told Mase, and he was in front of his building, and he was like, yo, niggas on so-and-so street said they gonna fuck you up and they got no problem, and they got a problem with you and fuck you, yada, 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 yada. So Mase had the attitude like, what? So you stood around and niggas talking shit about me and sat there and listened to him and didn't say nothing and didn't do nothing? Yeah, all right. So basically, me and Mase talked later, maybe a day or two later. He's like, yo, I'm not fucking with Jomo because he around niggas who talking about me. And if you fuck with him, that's on you. But I'm not being around no niggas who talking about me and you gonna stand there and let them talk about me and not defend me and say nothing to me. So say nothing about it.
Right.
So he basically was like, he ain't fucking with Jim. So I was like, damn. Now at this time, Mase started moving a little funny. So I'm like, damn, you know, we've been at Jim house. It's going on maybe like 10 months, going there, hanging out over there, Bloodshed, me, or whatever. Not living there, hanging out there. So basically, Mase heard Jim, but Mase was doing funny shit. Mase started now the album come out next year. So Mase getting millions, and now that I'm older, I kind of see the position Mase was in. At this time, Mase was older than me, and I was young. I couldn't understand how he was moving, and I didn't respect the shit. I'm like, yo, this nigga here, we flying to Seattle doing the show. He land, he put us on commercial. He take private by himself. It's 9 seats on private. This nigga fly private, though he could be alone on the plane plus commercial. He's doing all type of crazy, weird shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, man, you know what? I ain't fucking with Mase no more neither. You know what I mean? Because this dude is moving funny, and I know him. This nigga, like I said, we grew up together. I knew Mase literally since I was 10 from playing. Start moving funny. I'm like, yo, I ain't fucking with this nigga. But you got to realize Mase was 22, 23 years old with about 7, 8 million. I know some niggas 30, 35 years old that wouldn't know how to act with $8, $9, $10 million. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't understand it back then because I was just in the mix with him. But yo, you're going to lose your mind. You're 22 years old with $10 million. It's cool. You're going to lose your mind. You definitely going to lose your mind. So I was like, yo, man, fuck Mase, man. I'm going to fuck with Jim. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily fuck with Jim, saying, this my nigga, I fucked with Martin Lynch from Vera. End up giving me a record deal because Biggie liked the way I rap. So cool, I get the record deal. Boom. After I get the record deal through Epic Records, which was on Sony, I'm like, now I got a deal. Cool. So Mase ended up coming back, being cool. He do the Horse and Carrot song. He do the 357 video or whatever. And then he wanted paper. He wanted money to be in the Horse and Carrot video. And niggas was like, come on, Mase, you charging to be in the video? But I understood. Now I understand. Back then I didn't see it. So now it's like, fuck Mase again. He don't want to be in the video. God damn, man. Fuck, we can't. I'm trying to pop like you pop. I'm your man. Used to wear my sneakers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Mase was the master of taking your old sneakers and making them look new, and you be mad you gave him your shits. You like, man, what the fuck you did? Restoration wasn't out. I don't know what kind of toothbrush that nigga had to get them motherfuckers back looking brand new, but he was the master of taking my old clothes and sneakers and making them shits fucking brand new, my nigga. So he don't want to do the horse and carriage video. I was like, man, fuck Mase again. You know what I'm saying? Part 2, fuck Mase, whatever. So now I'm doing on my first album. I put Jim on my first album also. He's on my first album. You know, he's not lying. He was in the studio with me when I got my first album the whole time, everything. But just what I'm trying to tell you is, from this point on, this is what I'm going to start talking about Jim. I just had to give you who I grew up with, because a lot of people like, oh, y'all grew up together and this, that, and third. And it's not nothing bad. It's cool. We met. You know, 19, 20 years old. It's not nothing bad about that. So I got the deal. You know, I'm not going to front. Jim was there. We was writing rhymes, everything. He was on my first album on a song with me and my mother. You know what I'm saying? Cool. I go gold, but the money ain't really crazy. The money ain't right. Money ain't really right. So now I take my money and I'm in the streets. I take my money and get in the streets with my money. I'm like, fuck this shit, man. Once you move to Jersey, you can't move back to Harlem. Because I done took my first advance, moved to Jersey. Man, listen, I ain't going back. If I got to fight, scrape, whatever, I'm not going back to Harlem. And the Harlem y'all people know now is not the Harlem I'm talking about. This was a different motherfucking Harlem. Y'all niggas do not know the Harlem I grew up in. A different, especially my block. I'm 39 from Lenox, I'm 40 from Lenox. This was a different type of beast. This was something totally different. So, motherfucking, the money ain't right. So unloses his deal. At Epic. But part of the contract is they could take whatever artist had and snatch them. So basically they snatched me from and I was signed to Epic. So now I'm working on the SDE album, my second album. I'm in Jersey. My money ain't right. I'm in the streets selling crack, coke. I'm really doing this. And I'm like, damn, I don't want to do this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to even be doing this shit no more. I'm like, damn, but I got to pay the motherfucking bills. I wasn't getting no rap money. So when I got the Epic, there's a girl there, I'm not going to say her name. She the one who taught me the motherfucking music business, B. This girl taught me everything I needed to know. So she like, Cam, that dude right there, he runs marketing. This is the dude who runs promotion. This is the dude who runs radio. Tell him you on the low. These niggas all driving whatever year it was, type cars. And I'm like, yo. So then she showed me, look, this is what they doing with your marketing money. This is what they doing with your radio money. This is what they doing with your promotion money. Because I never knew the business. I was just so fucking happy to have a record deal. I didn't even learn the business. And I'm like, all these niggas is robbing me. You taking $300,000 of my marketing money and going by crib, taking motherfucking $150,000 of my radio money, and you got a brand new car. I ain't have no car. I had a car, but it was the same car from my first deal. Excuse me, my 600 Benz. So I got aggressive. So I'm like, damn, these niggas is really fucking trying to play me. Boom, right there. So I'm still getting a couple dollars in the street. So I'm going to 145th to shop, 145th and Broadway to shop 3-4 times a week because I'm a fresh nigga. I'm going to get fresh. I'm going 145th and Broadway to shop every day. Not every day, 3 times a week, I would say. New Coogie's is out, Iceberg was out, whatever was out. I'm going there to get fresh. My man Luca Brasi was there. This is a person who doesn't get enough credit in the whole diplomats movement.
Peace, my brother. Peace, Mark. I see you.
LS Collection. He sells the jackets now, the LS Collection joints. Luca Brasi. He used to sell CDs out of van on 145th and Broadway. So when I used to go up there to shop, he would used to try to give me CDs. That was my man already, though. But he'd give me CDs and be like, yo, Cam. I'd be like, Luca, you can't sell me the CDs. Like, nah, Fleet, come fuck with it. So I liked his energy. This nigga had Harlem, but whatever it is, he had mad niggas in the Bronx too. You mean that he put Black and Dawn with me. Well, no, I put Black and Dawn with him. Oh, give me one of those if you watching, Black. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying?
Happy New Year to you too, Scott Swizzy.
So front, Luca had most of the niggas. Luca had 20, 25 niggas. But it was like, you know, where Jim make it seem like he grabbed a bunch of niggas and we went down there. Nah, Luca grabbed them niggas. Luca Brazzi, LS Collection is his Instagram. LS Collection. That's his Instagram. So I made it real uncomfortable because I found out these niggas was these niggas was robbing me. Like, yo, them niggas is taking $750,000 from me out of my pocket. I made it uncomfortable. I wanted to get out the deal. I'm like, yo, nah, y'all gotta let me out the deal. I'll sign for 7 albums. I'm like, y'all niggas trying to control my life. Let me out this motherfucking deal. So we went up there every day with 30 niggas. They hired a security. It was just annoying. Niggas were like, you know what? These niggas are coming up here every day. Let these niggas the fuck out. We don't know what type of animals these motherfuckers is. You know, but you gotta, now mind you, these
niggas. Shout out to my little brother Cross in the building.
Salute,
Peace,
salute everybody. Salute Mac Miller.
Yo.
Salute.
So have you been listening so far, bro?
No, I just got on here. I was on the phone. I'm back and forth on this phone.
Oh, well, check this out. Cam, this was Cam first coming out of high and shit, right? He talking about how he met Mase, him and Mase grew up together since they was like 9 or 10. And he said they didn't meet Jim Jones until they was like 19.
You said Jim Jones said what now?
I said Cam said he didn't meet Jim Jones until they was 19, but he knew Mase since he was like 9 or 10.
Yeah, and plus they used to call him Jomo.
Jomo, yeah, they call him Chomo.
Jomo.
No,
Jomo.
Yeah, they did not call him that, dog. They did not call him
Chomo. Call him Chomo.
Jomo. Yeah, that boy wrong, boy. You starting already. Okay.
But they killed Peace, man.
Yeah, because I mean, I heard Cam say they didn't even. If you go back, go pull up, man, what's the name of that YouTuber? Where it's something. Not in the crates or something, where you pull up Camron's old video where Camron's talking about how he met Jim and how they was basically just over there hanging out at his crib.
Yo, here we go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna rewind it for you because it's right here. That's the video I'm playing. That's the video I'm playing right now, guys. Hold up. There you go.
Females and all this other stuff, and Mase followed that. And he met Puff, and he ended up getting signed with Bad Boy. So it's like, oh shit, you know, Big L was one thing, you know, because not just in Lord Finesse and DITC, them niggas was dope. The whole DITC was dope. But you know, Puff had this flamboyant shit about him. So it was like, oh shit, this is next level shit getting signed with Bad Boy. Oh shit, Mase got the wave right now. You know what I'm saying? So Mase didn't have an album out yet. So he was running around, you know, just with the deal. So pause that right there because I skipped those apart. So we doing mixtapes. Back to when I was saying we doing mixtapes. Me, Blood, and Mase. I would see Jim from time to time. My grandmother lives in 1199. His aunt lives in 1199. So, you know, on the weekends, you go see your grandmother, or twice a month, you go see your grandmother, whatever. I would bump into him there and be like, okay, what's up? You know, just some what's up shit. Hey, what's up? What's good? He like, yo, Ken, what's up? I'm like, ain't nothing, man. He's like, yo, I heard y'all on the mixtape, on Ron G mixtapes, doo-wop mixtapes. He's like, yo, I heard y'all, you know, I got the crib. My grandmother passed away. God bless the dead also. Come through, come hang out. So we like, all right, cool, whatever. But we wasn't really hanging out with Jim. And there's no shade. We wasn't really hanging out when we do him, but we wasn't really hanging out with him like that. So we see him again. Yo, come through, man. You know, I got the crib. Y'all can come hang out, whatever. So we like, yo, you know, at this particular time, I had just got kicked out of college. Mase had the deal, but the money ain't sinking yet. He just got the deal, so he's still living in Harlem with Cool to Love. And we like, yo, fuck it, let's go see what's going on in Jomo house. His name was Jomo. And I'm like, this is no diss. His name was Jomo. So we like, yo,
Chomo.
So we go over there and hang out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had the crib. Because this time, I stay with a bitch here, stay with a bitch there, stay at my grandmother house, stay at her house. Yeah, I never had nowhere to go. Always had somewhere to go. I could have went to my grandmother, her house, whoever. But we used to go over there and hang out so we could smoke weed, whatever vibe. So we was hanging out over there for a few months, and Mase was like, yo, Jomo, if we gonna be with you, learn how to rhyme. You should learn how to rhyme. And Jim was like, I'm not gonna call him Jomo because y'all be taking shade, but he was like, I don't know how to rhyme, man. I don't really.
I call that nigga his name Chomo, nigga Chomo.
So Mase taught him the kind of format we was using to rhyme, and Mase was like, yo, do this and do it like that. Mase taught Jim how to rhyme. I'm not taking a little bit of credit for that, not even a little bit. Mase sat down with him in the room, yo, do this and do that, and Jim started taking it more seriously, like, all right, maybe I can do it. You know, beginning, it was rough. You know, everybody in the beginning learning how to rap is rough. So Mase kept telling him, no, do this and do that. Cool. So, you know, Mase is in the street. Everybody knows Mase got the record deal. Everybody's on Mase, yo. He running into beefs in the street. I'm out there basically holding Mase down when he's in the street. He getting trapped in bitches' cribs on Kingsbridge Road, stuck in a bitch crib, her boyfriend downstairs, he can't get him out. I go get 20 niggas, go get Mase out the crib, all type of shit when he first got signed. This has nothing to do with Jim. This is just before Jim, everything before Jim, I'm telling you. So, cool, Mase running all type of beef, because nobody signed with Bad Boy from my neighborhood, which was the most popular label. So what happened was, Jim must have heard some shit that niggas was talking shit about Mase. So he told Mase, and he was in front of his building, and he was like, yo, niggas on so-and-so street said they gonna fuck you up and they ain't got no problem, and they got a problem with you and fuck you, yada, 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 yada. So Mase had the attitude like, what? So you stood around and niggas talking shit about me and sat there and listened to him and didn't say nothing and didn't do nothing? Yeah, all right. So basically, me and Mase talked later, maybe a day or two later. He's like, yo, I'm not fucking with Jomo because he around niggas who talking about me. And if you fuck with him, that's on you. But I'm not being around no niggas who talking about me and you gonna stand there and let them talk about me and not defend me and say nothing to me. So say nothing about it. So he basically was like, he ain't fucking with Jim. So I was,
all right. Now, Sofa, what y'all think of that? If you my man,
yo, Mase is pussy, dog. Mase is pussy, bro. The gangster thing to do would be like, yo, all right, them niggas is talking shit. Let's go see them right now.
No, bro, that ain't pussy, bro.
Yeah,
Mase is Mase. Listen, bro. That's a smart way of thinking. Like, if a nigga, you gonna let a nigga talk about me, then you might not let a nigga set me up and get me robbed.
Yeah, but the nigga came and said something. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the relationship.
No, man, you don't have to say nothing. He should have did something, bro. If somebody was talking about listen. If somebody talking about my man's, somebody talking about Cross, and they feel comfortable to talk to him or talk about him in my face, that means that nigga be talking about me too. Period. You understand? Yo,
because
Cross, God on the streets.
You would have got to it. You know what I'm saying?
Cross, God on the streets, Cross.
You're right. Salute to everybody on the panel.
And then Cam fucked it up too. You know what I'm saying?
No, hold up, wait, no. We let you talk. Go ahead, Cross. Tell me how you see it.
No, I'm the same way. I'm like this. If you sitting there listening to somebody talk about me, the question is, what did you say? And how did the conversation start? And why was my name brought up? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no nothing to it's three hard legs standing around talking. Why you need to add another one?
Yo, God on the streets, born. What you
I get it. Jim did some punk shit, but Mase said, "Oh, I ain't messing with him no more."
I wouldn't mess with him either, bro.
Yeah, but Jim didn't have to say nothing to the nigga. So you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna play that gangster route and be like, oh,
he should have said that. Period. He didn't do nothing prior.
It sounded like he was. It sounded like he was hating with him. That's why usually when dudes come back and be like, yeah, man, they was over there talking about you. Then the question would be, are you covering for your end because you was talking about me too?
Well, maybe Jim was testing his gangster too. You know what I'm saying?
Look at it like this, my brothers, right? It could have been a situation when homie was popping off, he might have had him outnumbered or whatever it might have been. My thing would have been is that when he came back to Mase and Cam, or he should have said to him, yo, these niggas over here been talking greasy about you. You ready to, for us to form Voltron and let's go address the situation. That could be the situation also because, we can always act like, what I'm saying, that we lions, but we know that if it's more hyenas, then it's just us right then, the lions will lose, so you might have to walk away for that moment. And now you know how them individuals think. So now we gonna form Voltron and we gonna go back to address this because I'm gonna let you know from that point on you can't talk about my man to me like this and it don't be no repercussions behind it.
Facts, but then think about it from this way too. If they already knew that Jim was Mace's homeboy and Cam's homeboy, why would obviously they felt comfortable talking about the man. If I pull up and that's my man's, I roll with him and you freely just talk about him, what you saying about me?
That you soft because you allowing me to talk about your man like that, or I'm trying to see where you stand.
Facts.
They're trying to see where Jim stood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that's why I say, but like I always tell a nigga, if a bunch of niggas talking about me, what you were saying.
So why didn't he tell Jim, yo, Jim, I ain't messing with you no more, man. F that. You should have said something right there.
He cut him off.
No, he told Cam behind his back, yo, I ain't messing with that nigga again, man. Nah, dog, that ain't real, dog. I hear what y'all saying, but nah, that ain't real to me.
All right, let me see. Let me see. When you out there carrying on them streets, getting that bag, beefing with gangsters. Was you beefing with gangsters in Canada like that, bro? You gotta think. Mase was beefing with gangsters, real life gangsters on the street. They wanted to kill him.
Yeah, but you don't know the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas, you know what I'm saying? They probably heard some rat shit, or you know what I'm saying? They probably a whole bunch of shit that.
No. The problem. Tell you what the problem was. The problem was
I don't know them niggas, though. I can't. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you what the problem was. The problem was Mase was smashing a lot of niggas' girl once he signed the Bad Boys.
Well, you gotta come. You gotta know what comes with that. You know what I'm saying?
But excluding that, let's look at it like this. Cam said that Mase taught Jim how to rap. So if a man put you on and taught you how to rap when you wasn't even his man's, you his home, you the only reason why you connected is through my homeboy. I take the time and teach you how to rap to show you the game. It should be no reason why nobody could say nothing. I mean, you ain't never did nothing wrong to me unless it's just you hating on me. Like, that doesn't make sense. That's like if somebody put you on and then you turn around and you get around somebody you hating on them. What you hating on? The man showed you, nobody else showed him the game.
Now you're adding to it. You're saying Jim hated on him.
I think what was he? He was working at, but before then he was working at the bodega, wasn't
he? Not like that.
Bodega? I don't know.
I think he was. That's what it said. Jim used to work at. You Google it and Jim talk about it. He used to work at the bodega, the corner store and shit.
All I know is Jim was saying he ran to Atlanta when they were having beef. So you know what I'm saying?
They wasn't having beef. Mase was having beef, and Mase got out the way.
After a few niggas got dropped, I don't know. Kind of shaky, baby.
Right. East B103. Yo, man, the more lives you pop in, the more that's when you get your rent, man. I don't be seeing you, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I gotta keep the rent for people that's here every time. But I got you, bro. Don't worry, I got you.
And let's be honest. How can you trust a nigga that said he learned how to tongue kiss from his mama anyway? Yeah, any day to say he practiced with his mama, weird nigga anyway.
Yeah, but all them niggas still told him after that. They probably steeped that shit too.
Yo, he said his mother told him how to tongue kiss, bro.
I know, that's weird.
Word, I never heard that.
But he still,
hold up, you want to hear that? Hold up. Let me find that for you.
Yeah, find that. Please find that.
Yeah, I never heard that. That's deep.
Yeah, he emotional off the rip. He fell in love with his mama in real life. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. Salute to the chat, the moderators and everything. Salute y'all.
Taught him how to kiss.
That's why he got with Chrissy is there. Oh man.
Oh.
Race ran to Atlanta, became a pastor. Now he's gonna come back as Murder Mase. Okay.
Here we go right here. Hold up. Here we go right here, y'all. Found it.
But yo, Mase got caught in Atlanta with a tranny in his whip. Y'all forget about that one too?
Man, that don't got nothing to do with what we talking about turning on them motherfucker though, bro. That don't have nothing to do with what we talking about, man. Here we go here.
My mom showed me how to kiss when I was younger.
What did she tell you to do?
She told me how to tongue kiss when I was younger.
Like what's the instructions?
It wasn't no instructions. She showed me with her mouth. Like she
kissed you?
It's my mother.
No, I'm just okay. My parents barely kissed me on the cheek.
No,
so
my mom just
Jim's mom was on dope too.
That's crazy as hell.
17. She's a baby. Look at all the babies that's having babies now. And look how they act with their babies. It's like they have a little sister or a little brother more than they had. Yeah, my mom told me how to kiss when I was younger.
What did she tell you to do?
We're going to be talking about.
My parents barely kissed me on the cheek.
No,
so
my mom she showed me how to. She showed me how to tongue kiss when I was younger. Remember, my mom was 17. She's a baby. Babies that's having babies now.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Nasty work.
That's what happens. That's what happens when a woman is raising a man. That's just like my sons, my daughters, or whoever. I don't kiss them in the mouth. I don't, we regardless of how much love we got, more or less, that my mom's taking me and tongue kissing me. That's like a little far fetched right there.
Yeah, because in real life, that's a charge. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's a charge.
Yo, what's that? Sexual molestation of a minor.
Yeah.
But here was mother. This is what his mother said about it. This is what his mother had to say about it.
Or some Kentucky backyard incest shit.
Hold on, let me find it right now.
They do that shit out in Kentucky? God damn. All CPS get her. You see, Christy was with him though, but for the money, you know what I'm saying?
Right here.
He was with every other nigga on the block.
All right, here go Mama Jones right here, y'all.
Chrissy got other options, yeah.
Cam must have forgot about that, or he definitely would have brought that up in the interview. He said he was emotional, but the tongue kissing part.
Well, with people. What's the instructions?
It wasn't no instructions. She showed me with her mouth. Like she
kissed you?
It's my mother.
No, I'm just okay. My parents barely kissed me on the cheek.
No,
so
my mom
just stopped kissing my son on the mouth.
She showed me.
So Angela, you
remember was 17. She's a baby. Look at all the babies that's having babies now, and look how they act with their babies. It's like they have a little sister or a little brother more than they have.
Did you think they tried to tongue kiss me? I thought it was so disgusting.
The first time I tongue kissed a girl,
he's talking about baby having babies.
Yeah, he said and use the example. She was just 17. Man, what does that got to do with anything? She putting her tongue down.
My mother was 17 when she had me.
Man, she ain't got no
business. She never put her tongue down my mouth.
Yeah, no, man, that shit's crazy work, bro. Why? Yeah, that's crazy.
But boy, you said a woman took advantage of you when you was young too. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I said it wasn't my mother though.
Yeah, but women do back in the day. Women were they were freaky like that. I don't know.
Right, that wasn't my mother that did it.
Yeah, I know.
Man, that's crazy.
Man, that ain't his mama though.
Yeah, for real. Hold on. Let me go back. Y'all crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you smell
really bad. And of course.
All right, his mother says, his mother right here.
Record, it was a joke. People take things way too far.
Hold on. Now, that's what niggas say now.
Take a look.
For the record, I love my mama more than anything in the world. And for the record, it was a joke. People take things way too far. Don't bother us anyway, but let's get it clear. That's weak what you're trying to project. Some simple, some from our childhood. We've talked about childhood things. I thought that was funny. I appreciate you, mommy, for helping me out, but no. Cut it short, Jack. Cut the bullshit, you heard? Life is good. I do appreciate all the support, and thank you for letting me go trending again, viral once again. But stop it. Love you, mommy.
And Mama Jones also did a quick interview to try to explain that things are not what you guys think. Take a listen.
I'm doing fine, except for the little excitement that's going on with my son.
Man, have you seen the comments?
The comments is crazy, and everybody needs to understand you're taking it wrong. I am not a nasty mother. All I am is a mother that was teaching my son exactly how to survive and how to actually be able to deal with a woman. And for the information, it wasn't no tonguing down. It was a way of showing you how to tongue. He licked out his tongue. I licked out my tongue. That was no mouth resuscitation or whether there's anything. It wasn't like that. It's all about where's my son growing up and me as a young mother showing her son how to do and deal with life with the young girls because he's a nice, handsome looking guy. You know what I'm saying? And I taught him all about sex. No, and trust me, everybody, it wasn't about
all about sex. What?
Okay, just showing him, telling him how to do.
What?
You know, first of all, we started out like I was showing him like you stick out your tongue or how to go, and that's that. Then after that, we went to where I'm showing him where he could see from the other side. Like you teach your child what to do.
This is a mess. Now, I do not believe he was joking. I mean, who jokes?
Man, that nigga wasn't joking. Yeah.
I know, because the mom had to come and say what was real.
Yo. So she told him how to have sex too. How'd she do that? She's trying to put the condom on?
Yeah,
and this how you let a girl. This how you let a girl ride you.
Yeah, that's even crazy. She said, and then she said he's a real handsome guy. I'm just like, what you saw his daddy or something? She thought this nigga was his daddy.
This sounds some flowers in the attic shit. You remember that? Yo, God, you remember that movie Flowers in the Attic?
Yeah.
Read the book, bro.
Telling you some old
Mommy,
backyardigans type shit.
Right. You just
Yeah,
said
he
it.
don't, and if it wasn't nasty, and he said it the way it was proud, you should talk to your son on how he worded it then, because no matter how much you word it, it still sound nasty, bro. You cannot get past that. And I'm almost thinking, what was he, jealous of Mase or something? Like, what kind of, I don't know. That's just weird, man. That whole thing. And then when he got on Funk Flex, he started crying and shit.
Oh.
Yeah, you ain't forgot about that.
Check this out. Check this out, yo. Check this out.
Yeah,
Jim Jones crying on Funk Flex. Jim Jones crying. He was crying and lying at the same time.
Again, it's hitting the streets, you know what I'm saying? Well, it's hitting the streets. You got the money to move out, easy to talk shit, you know?
Niggas doubted me, niggas down me when I was on trial, and niggas told me I need to really get to live this last 20 years that I lived. You would understand, boy. I put everything on the line for this, and I took it with a smile. Even when niggas doubted me, niggas down me, when I was on trial, and niggas told me I need to take the plea. Take what plea? We don't take pleas, nigga. You heard? By the grace of God, the trial gets dismissed because they couldn't find enough evidence of a shootout that happened on Uptown over Camron. You heard? I went to trial over shit like that. I went to court over shit like that. Every time you see me in the news, it was over diplomats. When I get sued and shit like that, it'd be over diplomats. When I'm kicking ass, when I come to the club 30 deep, it did what? It made the diplomats look good. You heard? When I'm banging blood, it was good for them, right? It was good when it was good for them. You heard? When it wasn't good for them, oh, nobody wanted to be a part of the Bloods. But when the Bloods became popping and it became the notoriety of the Blood started becoming, oh, everybody want to turn blood. You know, I didn't put that on camera because I was glamorizing. I put that on camera because this is what we was going through, and this is what we was affiliated with. And we had the chance to do something great in life, which we did. We broke a lot of barriers. Kids from the middle of the gutter. I don't care if it was from the Bronx or Harlem. We started from nothing. We had no OGs. You heard? We had nobody to tell us what we was doing was right or what we was doing was wrong. We didn't have a blueprint. We had us. We had love. We had that energy. We had the talent. We had the style. We had the charisma. We had Harlem. And I refuse to let anybody play us for anything short. You heard? Like the shit we bring to this game, it would never be bring to this game in that fashion again. You heard? So when people get on this radio and try to discredit me,
talk your shit, Jimmy. Talk your shit. You know what I'm saying?
I pick niggas up in the midst of whatever because I know what we went through. What we went through was a real thing. Joel's still my favorite rapper today. I told him that ever since I met him at age 16. And even today when he pushed, he just put a record out called Dipped in Coke. You know what I put? I put work, bro. I ain't got time for the frivolous shit. My personal problems has never been about the business. And everybody knows that. You heard? I've done a lot of things off of somebody's ego. A lot of the things that were done right over the diplomats, I feel were done off of good direction. And a lot of times was smart and innovative things came from us, came from me. But a lot of the mistakes that we made were done off of ego. And I was with that. Mm-hmm. I was totally with it. I'm with the shits. If that's what we doing, that's what we doing. I'm bombing on everybody. Who don't like Cam? Who don't like Jewels? I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. I ain't here for that. And that's what I did. I kept that position. So when I be listening to interviews and niggas trying to play like, boy, don't play with me, boy.
Diplomats, right? When did you, Cam, because I know Jewels isn't is not in the folders yet.
Jewels got in the folder early though.
He got in early, but when Diplomat starts to get screamed, how did that even come about? That it turned into an album? Like because of course I knew Cam, and I knew Jimmy, because I don't even think it was Jim Jones then. I think I knew it was Jimmy. And when did you say
Chomo was his name?
Because the Diplomats came a little bit after Entertainment. I guess he was out of the Epic deal, out of the Sony deal. And I felt like there wasn't a deal, and I started to hear the Diplomats talk on the mixtapes.
The Diplomats came about a long time ago when Cam first started doing music and stuff like that. This is when Six Figure Digger was still in the picture. And slowly but surely, even he was
erased out of the picture for whatever went on at that moment in our life. I feel he was cheated out of a lot of great things because he was there from the moment we started. But that's a whole nother story. But Six Figure Dick is the one that actually came up with the logo for the Diplomats. It was the eagle and put the Diplomat through it, and we had put the silk screening machine. He was making our own T-shirts, and this was early. This was probably like '98 we started.
It's considered Cam and the Diplomats.
Yes.
Right? Like that. It's not even. There's no Jewels rhyming. There's no Jim. There's no other rappers. Not Zeke's not rhyming.
It was just Cam and the Diplomats.
Which I think the first album was entitled Camron and the Diplomats. I believe. I don't think it was just Diplomats.
No, the first album was
Oh, Camron Presents.
Yeah, Camron Presents.
Okay, so now, when does it evolve to Jim Jones and Jewels also having verses and being equal members? When does that start?
I was on every one of Cam's albums, and I sit down to help him create all his albums. You know what I mean? In the studios, long nights, and all that from the beginning. Jewels came in on the SDE album. And that was like the last album that Cam did at Sony, and I remember Jewels had a couple of verses on there, and probably was like 2000, maybe 99, something like that. That was right when we was getting off of Sony. At that time, we was in a real bad place, and me and Cam was trying to figure out how we evolve, and we was like, man, we need to sit down with Dame and get Dame to kind of do your management, and that kind of being like, he like, yeah, we need to do that. And also at that time, he was trying to get off of Sony, and we didn't know no other way to get off of Sony by being aggressive. So we went up into Sony. We went to Sony about 40 deep.
Who's the Sony person signing at the time?
Dave McPherson or something like that.
Dave McPherson, what's up, my brother? You made a lot of money.
Yeah, we went in Sony with like 40 deep, a bunch of bloods. Me and Matt Disrespectful. Cam had the camera, cornered them, put them on camera. Tell him you're gonna sign me off this label and all that type of shit. And it was kind of witty. It worked. They had the highest security for like a whole year over there. They thought, you know what I mean? But
so he lets him go.
He lets him go, and then Dame Dash starts to manage Cam, and just the whole around the whole time they paid the full thing and all that started coming out, and then it was about to come about, and then he did the Diplomat deal was about to come about. But first Cam did the deal with Rockefeller. He did his first album on Rockefeller. What was that? Come Home With Me.
Okay.
Right? That was the first album he did on Rockefeller. After he did Come Home With Me, that album went platinum. So, at that time they was giving artists labels and all that type of shit. So once he did the platinum Come Home, when we started doing the Diplomat thing in the building, he had lobbied to get the Diplomat deal and all that. And at that time, Jewels was already bubbling and shit because we had him on all the records for a few years and shit like that.
Now, I don't want to rush through this Rockefeller Diplomats marriage, Cam marriage, because this me outside looking in, this looked like the biggest you guys were getting, in terms of, you're growing as individuals, you're growing as individual artists. People start to know you individually. You're on Rockefeller Def Jam. Dame Dash is involved. Jay-Z's on the label. Memphis Bleak, Siegel, State Property. And here is where there definitely seems to be happiness and friction. Like this is where I saw it start to change. And I remember the big I don't know if it was the big weekend, maybe Cam was made president or was made vice president. Something happened, and it was definitely a change.
It definitely was a jolt. I mean, personally, I felt like that put a jolt in the whole business up there. I mean, we was nowhere in the whole business spectrum, you know what I mean? So when by us starting to be hot and doing all the dope things, and then Diplomat getting on fire and Cam being on fire, and Dame being a boss up there, he kind of, I guess he took that and ran with it, and then for the hype of what the media is saying and all that type of shit, he kind of put something on Cam that he should have probably talked to the rest of his counterparts about. I mean, but I don't know how that whole situation went. But I know from that day on, there's definitely been a jolt in that whole Rockefeller system, not from no Diplomat side, from just how the shit was moved up there.
That the change was that when things changed in the Diplomats' relationship with Rockefeller and Def Jam? Was that the changing point when Cam was named?
I think it was
what was the position Cam was given? When he was named vice president? Was that when things started to change?
Definitely changed the mood up there. Because
was not changing before that. That's what changed it.
I believe that was what really changed the mood up there. Because before that, everything was dope. Like it was a real dope organization, the way that things was running up there. I mean, we were young, like I said, we didn't have no know-how. We just knew how to make records and learning as we went. So when we went in that building, we just was in there aggressive, and it just started working. And
it seemed like everything we did was a hit. We couldn't touch nothing that didn't go platinum or gold and shit like that. And inside of the Rockefeller building, the only one up there that was putting up numbers on the board besides Jay was Kanye.
Now Jay, I remember this was a rumor. Remember the New York record that Cam had? What was it called?
When him and Jay went back and forth?
Yeah.
Welcome to New York.
Welcome to New York. Now, something I had heard at the time, and it was just, no internet at the time, that it was difficult to get Jay to put his verse on that song. Was that even true or nonsense?
All right. Right. We listen to him, yo.
He's lying. You need to play Cam joint in response to all that bullshit he just said.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Here we go right here. Here we go, yeah. Here we go right here. 1 second. Stop screen. There we go right here. Here we go with the camera. Here we go right here.
I was like, damn. Now at this time, Mase started moving a little funny. So I'm like, so you come down to the studio, Jim is in there, me, my homegirl BB Guns. I don't know if Bianca's watching, my homegirl Bianca. She was in there, so she was like, yo, he come to the studio, he be rapping and all that. And we working on my second album. I'm like, that nigga's nice. So my homegirl Bianca, she works for Trey Songz now and all that. But she's one of these people too that just know talent when she sees it and knows what's gonna happen. She's always in the fucking right place at the right time. So she said, Cam, she said, yo, that kid can rap. He's cute. The girls are gonna like him. And he's a star.
Talk about Jules Santana right now.
I can see it. I said, I agree with you, everything on if he cute or not, because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I if you tell me he cute, I guess he cute. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So I'm like, yo, this nigga's nice, and the bitch is gonna like this nigga. So we all vibing. Now, mind you, this is now. So now Joel's part of the crew. I start forming. I'm naming everything Diplomats. Everything that I'm like, we thinking of a name, what it's gonna be. So we come up with Diplomats. I'm getting T-shirts made. I'm getting all this shit made. Diplomat. Even when we was on my second album. So fast forward, when we get off the album at when we get off the label at Epic, we go to Rockefeller. Dame gets me the deal, and he's like, "Yo, Cam, do your thing now. If this don't work for you, I'm gonna just have to give you a job." And I'm like, "Give me a job?" That was real shit though. I respected that because it's like, I don't want no motherfucking job. I can't work. I'm not going to work, but that's how cool Dame was. He's a realist. He's like, at least I can let you work for me in my office if this rap shit don't work out. And I'm like, that shit ain't rocking like that. That shit ain't going like that. I gotta win. So, boom. We still got no real money. So I'm telling Dame, I'm like, yo, Dame, we need to put Jewels on this song. And he like, Cam, calm down, man. Go you need to get part of the crew. And Dame was like, go do a song with Bleak and Beanie. I'm like, I bet I'm doing that. Let's put Jewels on it. No, Cam. It's not time to put. You just got here. And he was absolutely right. So I'm trying to embrace myself at Rockefeller when I get there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, cool. So I get there, and Jay's there, Jay-Z there. Now, mind you, I know Jay-Z before Rockefeller. That's Dame man, because them niggas was doing whatever they was doing together. It's freezing?
No, it's good.
Them niggas was doing whatever they was doing together in the street. So, Dame had me and Duke the God, my cousin Duke the God, doing other shit. Meeting Dame used to, when I met Jay-Z, straight up and down here, I know record here, I'm not, that nigga had money though. I'm not even gonna say and hold you. That nigga had money from the time I met him. He had a crib on 560 State Street. His shit was a duplex. He had fish tanks in the wall, piranhas in them joints. All that nigga had money. I can never say I don't know Jay-Z from having money. I'm not even talking about the rapper Jay-Z. I'm just keeping it 100. That nigga, with the time I met him, he had money. Him and Tata, he was always with Tata too. Tata being always with them, and Dame had us doing some shit going over to his crib or whatever. So he always had paper. So when we get to Rockefeller, you know, I'm soon as I get in Rockefeller. Now, mind you, I just told you niggas jerked me in Epic. Niggas jerked me, stole my money. I know the game now. Shorty from Epic, they worked, they taught it to me. So now, as soon as I get there, yo, who doing promotion? Who doing promote? Oh, hey, how you play? Yeah, we gonna build a rapport here. We gonna build a rapport right here. Yes. You doing marketing? Hey, give me a hug. How you doing? You're right. We gonna build, yo. Look, this my crew. This my niggas. This Jim Jones. This Jewels. Yo, this my man Freaky Zeke. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, we learned the business getting jerked, so we came up there. And I was just trying to be cool with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, now I'm like trying to fuck with, you know, Jay's up there. I did a song with Bleak and Beanie or whatever. So I see Jay in the studio. Juan had a studio called Baseline. And I go there, and that was like the Rockefeller studio. We go down there and do the song. I'm like, yo, Jay, I did a song, everybody, we need to do a song. You fuck around and do a song together. The nigga Jay look at me and go like this. Huh? Cool, you never do the song or whatever. You don't do the song. So I'm like, cool. You know, I start popping. I do some more stuff. I ask you, I'm like, yo, Jay, you think we could do a song together? You like, I'm like, all right, bro. So whatever. So one day, K Slay come to see me. K Slay, you know, at this time, K Slay he's still the drama king, but he was like all these beefs going on. He was the one playing all the beefs. So this is around the time, I guess, I don't know if it was Ether or something else came out. K Slay played the song, but he would play Jay-Z song. Anybody who had this record, K Slay was playing it. So he came to see me at the studio, and when he was walking out, Jay was walking in. And he said, what's up? Jay said, what's up? So Jay come in my session and be like, yo, let me holler at you. I'm like, what's up? He's like, yo, you should be more careful who you bring to the studio. Because what if I would have just slapped the shit out that nigga? And I'm like, what are you beefing with K Slay? I didn't even know y'all niggas had beef. Look, bro, I ain't trying to start no shit up here. I just got here. I don't want no problems. I ain't know y'all beefing. Yeah, he played this record.
I want to know what Jay-Z thought. Well, what made Jay-Z thought he was gonna smack the shit out of K Slay and nothing happened to him? That's what I want to know. Y'all there? Y'all there?
Yeah, what? Jay-Z said he was gonna smack the shit out of K Slay?
Yeah. What made Jay-Z think that he could smack the shit out of K Slay when that happened to him? The guys would have tortured Jay-Z. Real talk.
Yeah, that's Cam saying that though, you know.
No, Jay probably did say that shit because Jay was mad at K Slay, man, for playing that Ether. Let's get back to it, Jack.
Jay-Z just talking shit.
Uh-huh. Listen, here we go.
You gotta check who you bring up here. I said, cool, no problem, bro. I didn't know. But K Slay was right there. He could told him the same shit. But I'm just saying I respected it. It's all good. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just moving on from this Jay-Z shit because it's already like tension where it don't really gotta be no tension. I don't even know what the fuck the tension's about. So oh boy, me and Jewels, you know, he coming to the studio. Now, mind you, this all time, we on the way to the money. We don't really got no real money yet. There's no real money. Motherfucking Jewels still Just Blaze CD and play it. He like, yo, this beat is crazy. It's frozen. He like, yo, this beat is crazy. Yada, 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 yada. So I'm like, nah, we can't steal the beat, man. We can't take it. So every day we come to the studio for a week and a half and the same CD is sitting on the motherfucking table. The same CD. And I'm like, he like, yo, we got to take it. We got to do it. So I'm like, all right, cool. Fuck it. That shit been sitting there for 2 weeks. Nobody doing nothing with it. So we did the old boy song. Then after that, we went back to Ohio. Now, mind you, while all this is going on, I motherfucking took my money that Dame gave me. Dame gave me a little paper for something right for it, wasn't that crazy? But I took it and went to Ohio because I went to open up a club out there. Get it? I had a club. So Luca Brasi again. Before I go to Ohio, I want to tell you what happened. Luca Brasi introduced me to a guy named Milk.
Shout out to Luca Brasi.
This is on 145th Street in Broadway.
That gumbo.
Like, yo, Kim, I got IBS and so does he. And he's like, yo, you and him got the same stomach problems. Y'all niggas should get together. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all niggas should fuck around. And I'm like, all right, let me know, because we was just vibing off our stomach pain. So when he gave me his number, I seen the 614 area code. And I'm like, yo, you live in Columbus? And he was like, yeah, I'm from the Bronx, but I stay out Columbus. And I'm like, hey, yo, man, I've been hearing some shit about Columbus, yada, 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 yada. Yo, I want to come out there and fuck with you. Because I was going to Chicago at this time anyway. I had a girl I used to mess with out there, and I had a friend out there that I used to just take 2 pounds to him.
Peace, Cuban Francis, peace.
Flip it, and they give me like $3,000-$4,000 to take care of my shit for the month. And I had a shorty I was fucking with out there. And so Columbus is on the way to Chicago. So I went to Columbus. The nigga Milk, he got a crew of niggas, about 15, 20 niggas. And he was like, yo, you can eat out here, my nigga. The club scene is dope. It's a bunch of different stores we can open. We can get a restaurant. We can do that. I'm like, yeah, bet. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? So I went out there and I was like, I'm going to open up a club. So I went out there and opened up a club. I took Jewels with me and I took Freaky Zeke with me. Jim didn't want to go. Jim wanted to stay in New York. He didn't want to go out there to get to the money. Nothing, and I can't blame him because it wasn't a guarantee, but the shit turned out lovely. The shit turned out to be something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Freaky Zeke fucking ran that motherfucking club like he was fucking Sugar Ray in Harlem Nights, man. You know what I'm saying? Rather, he was quick, I was Sugar Ray. But the way that nigga ran that motherfucking club in Columbus, Ohio, we got rich. So now it's like, yo, the rap shit is cool, but yo, nigga, fuck that shit, man. Now we got rich off the club. So I'm like, fuck this shit. So now I got time to do the diplomat shit. So now I'm on Rockefeller, but I'm forming the diplomat's already formed. So I'm like, yo, we on Everybody mixtape. Back then, it was like Ron G, Dula, King and Free, a bunch of people, only DJ Clue, shout out to DJ Clue, definitely DJ Clue. Everybody had, DJs only had mixtapes. And I'm sitting there saying to myself,
all right, so why wouldn't Jim Jones go to Ohio with him? That's what I want to know. If you knew it was a chance to make money, because you ain't making no money out of New York, out of Harlem right now, why wouldn't you just go out there with your boys?
Right.
Get to that bag?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And Jim was saying that the Cam wasn't feeding him. You're a grown ass man, though. You gotta feed yourself.
Facts.
I gave you the fishing pole, nigga. You gotta fish now. You think what I'm saying? You gotta fish. I showed you how to reel that through the rail in, how to put the bait on the rail, on the hook. Now use that pole and go out there and fish. That's just what it is.
That's why balling came out. We started doing balling and started doing numbers.
That balling didn't come out till years later after that, bruh. Bruh, I'm 48, but I'm 49, bruh. I remember all that from the beginning. Baller came out. What year Baller came out, Joe? They talking about 98, 99 right now. Baller didn't come out till like 2010, right?
I get it. He's a late bloomer, but didn't he start grinding after that? Doing his own thing, you know what I'm saying? I know he stole a couple of things, you know what I'm saying? But
oh yeah. And he wasn't writing his rhymes. He didn't write Baller. You know what?
Y'all got to listen to the other part of where he's talking about the deals and everything and the separation that was caused because Cam is saying he had did some childish shit at that time and he made up a t-shirt calling Jim Jones Tricky Ricky because Jim had just ran into Christie. You know what I'm saying? And Cam is talking about how him and Jim used to be Father UC King a bunch of chicks together
like, bet this nigga
because
got a hit.
Cam
He got
made
some
that
shit.
shirt is where they had the initial fallout or the fallout began, just like with the emotional shit with Jim. And Cam said he was wrong for doing that because he didn't think that Jim would be, you know what I'm saying, that emotional about the situation. But you know, as you grow and you mature, you learn to understand the people that's around you, and that's not saying you do.
I'm playing now.
Me and Jewels had paperwork. Jewels was signing me. Me and Jim never did a deal, ever. Pull it up. Tell him to pull the paperwork up, wherever. I've never made him sign paper because he's my man. I'm like, man, we did this shit together. Fuck it. You know what? Let me eat off one album with you, the first album. I'm like, let me eat with you off the first album. And then after that, do your motherfucking thing. And that's what we did off word of mouth. We didn't have never had no paperwork with Jim Jones in life. Never. Ever in life had paperwork. So when he said to me like, oh, Ken robbed us out of millions and I wasn't really the president and CEO and all, that shit is lies, bro. It's lies. Word to my mother. I swear to God. We got the same accountant and everything. Sharon Benjamin should tell you, my nigga. I never had no paperwork with this dude because that's how much I fuck with the nigga. I'm like, I ain't got to do no fucking contract with Jim. Like, come on, my nigga. What I look like doing a contract with you? I ain't never do no contract with the nigga. So, anyway, Jim gets the deal or whatever. So, it was cool. Everybody was moving. Jim was moving, I'm moving, whatever. So my album came out. It went platinum. It went platinum. And niggas like, yo, we fucking platinum out here. Yo, it was fucking dope. It was dope shit. So Jim come to my crib in Jersey. This is after we went platinum. And he's like, yo, Cam,
listen to this.
If you think we do a fake beef. And I'm like, why? I'm like, this is because he told Charlamagne asked him this question a few months ago on Charlamagne show. Like, if you look at Jim interviews, they be different shit. Charlamagne say one thing, Flexi say another thing. His shits never match up. And that's not a diss. I'm just telling the truth. Not a diss. It's just go look at the Charlamagne interview, Breakfast Club, and then look at the Flex shit. It's totally two different stories. So it's whatever. So he like, yo, Cam, let's act like we got beef. And I'm like, why would we act like we got beef? I said, what we gonna do is confuse the fans and make them pick sides. That don't even make no sense. Why the fuck would we act like we got beef? That don't make no sense. He's like, yeah, you're right. Like, he was disappointed that I wasn't with the shit. That's why today, even to this day, it makes me mad because this was his plan 15 years ago to act like we got a problem that we don't have. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't think that's cool. I'm like, cool. So Jim is getting some paper too now. You know, his record is out. He's doing business with Koch. And, you know, Koch comes to me now. I don't know if this is, I think it's the second album now. And they like, Cam, we about to put out this record called Reppin' Time. We think this the one. And I was in the streets. Jim had slipped balling out and he was playing and it was getting a good reaction in the streets. So I told Alan Grumlack, do not push no button on Reppin' Time, you know, because I was doing business to Koch too. Because Jim went to Koch and I said, yo, niggas want more artists. Because like I said, my man Luca Brasi, back to him real quick, he the one who bought me Hell Rel. I met Hell Rel through Luca Brasi. I met J.R. Ryder through Luca Brasi. I met Uncasa through Luca Brasi. So he like, Cam, nah, they just up there, take him, do what you want. I don't give a fuck. I threw Luca a bag and said, bet. So I'm working, that's how I met J.R. Ryder, Hell Rel, and Uncasa. So I was trying to get them deals over there. And then I was getting my cousin Duke the God a deal over there. So I was doing business at Koch also. So Alan was about to push the button on Reppin' Time. And I'm like, yo, Alan, trust me, Balling's the record. I'm telling you, Balling's the record, man. He like, Cam, I don't know. I like repping time. You know, I like that. I don't know, Cam. I like repping time. It's a little better than. I said, trust me, bro. Do balling. So they tested it, balling went out the sky. So I was like, bet this nigga got a hit. He got a smash hit. It was dope. You know, basically, you know, when I watched the interviews, like, oh, Cameron, like when I started shining balling, I'm the one who pushed the button on balling. I was like, yo, I argue with this white man about pushing the button on this record. I'm like, you gotta do balling. So when he's saying that, I don't understand how you like, oh, Cam got mad, I was shining. You're on my first album, bro. You're on my second album. You're on my third album. We did the Diplomat deal. I didn't even want to do a contract with you because you was my man. I just wanted niggas around me to eat. Even my cousin Duke the God, I'm like, yo, figure out some CD shit. Duke the God started selling CDs. I ain't getting no money from them CDs. Or none of it. Maybe his albums, he threw me a couple bags, but the CDs, when Karen Civil started robbing us with Duke the God, I ain't getting no money from that. I ain't get $1 from none of the CDs Duke the God did. And I ain't care because I wanted niggas around me to make money. I always wanted to be like, you don't have to ask me for money. I want to ask you for money in case like, yo, I ain't got 5,000 on me. You got it? Yeah, I got it. That's the shit I wanted around me. So when he say, yo, I got mad when Ballin' coming out, I'm the one who been fighting for you to be a rapper when you didn't even know how to rap. I'm like, damn, man, why would I hate on Ballin'? I don't understand that. I'm the one telling Funk Master Flex this nigga to rap. I'm the one having fucking arguments with Dame Dad saying this nigga gonna be a rapper. I'm the one motherfucker telling everybody Jim Jones is gonna be a rapper. Nobody believed me. So when Ballin' came out, the nigga
So hold up. Why he ain't helped him
it was dope.
rap then?
So
Teach him how to write his rhymes.
Cool. Motherfucking
Bro, I used to rap when I was younger, right? Nobody can teach you how to write rhymes. They can write the rhymes for you and teach you how to rap them rhymes. And that's when he had Max, what's his old boy name that's locked up? Max B?
Yeah.
Max B was writing the rhymes for him. But he wasn't paying Max B nothing. That's why he had to follow with Max B. But Cam will get into that too, yeah? Hey, yo, Twiz, what you thinking, bro? On so far?
Man, for one, it's a bunch of messiness, but you also have played that. Salute to the panel first and foremost. Shout out to everybody, man. Much love and respect. Yeah.
Salute, Twiz.
Salute, Cross. Much love and respect. I can't see the whole panel. I can't. All right.
There we go.
All right, yeah, we got everybody in the building. That's Mac Mizzle Cross. You know what I'm saying? We got Born in the building. The God in here. Much love and respect. Yeah, my fault. I had to be in late, man. I had to pick my sister up real quick. She over here now, but yeah, it's a bunch of it's unfortunate. Like, I feel like we can't forget the opportunity that was presented, bro. And one thing about when it comes to Jimmy, like, he definitely got better as time went on, as far as music wise. But he got to realize where the opportunity came from. Whether that was your homie from the rip or whatever your homie chose to take that path for, the music and everything. You know what I'm talking about? Which was able to get everybody on, bro. Because just like how Jim could talk about the situation with Cam and Mase, where they had fell out, Mase said, y'all thought I was doing better than what I was doing. But then you see after years and time went on, people got to understand it. So the lack of communication could be a problem, bro. It could be a major problem.
Facts,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What I was gonna say to it, and you'll see later on, because we was discussing this when we was talking last night, more or less about your leadership. And y'all could see the sincerity from the way Cam is explaining it, that he was never the type of leader that was looking to hold his crew back. But it's always, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, once again, from the Jesus and Judas thing, you always got somebody around that got alternative motives. And by Jimmy coming to Cam out the gate and saying, yo, let's set up a fake beef. If you're a real individual, why do you want to set something up fake? But the reason why you want to do that is because the society that we live in now, they gravitate toward the bullshit and the fakeism. So he's saying in his mind, we could cause this little situation between us, but behind closed doors, we good, but we can elevate off of it. But Cam being real, he's saying like, I don't see why we need to do that. And from what he's expressing right there, and you'll see as Born continue to play this video right here, that you'll see the difference, because Cam was never trying to hold him back, because he was looking at it from the position that we brothers, so we don't need no contract agreement. We got an agreement in life that we gonna do each other right. Because if I'm saying I'm your brother, I'm rolling with you, I'm rocking with you, then whatever situation that I get that make my life better, I'm gonna make your life better.
That's a fact. That's just like me. That's like me and SV Twiz decide, yo, SV Twiz, we behind the scene. We talk on the phone damn near every day. Yo, Twiz, yo, let's act like we beefing on YouTube and start making videos about each other. The only reason you say something like that to a person is because you really jealous of that person, or you really don't like that person, bruh.
And let's not forget that when they was doing this wasn't the era where people be clout chasing and all of that. So for him to come up with that, bro, y'all rappers, why even gotta go through that? And still put good projects out. Why we gotta fake and all of that?
Hey, yo, bro, that nigga, remember the nigga from Detroit I was rocking with for a minute?
Yeah, I remember the boy. I don't want to say his name, but I know.
I don't say his name now. I ain't give him no. Yo, he called me. He was like, "Yo, we can act like we beefing, and they'll blow both our channels up." Like, nah, I ain't doing that, bro. If I rock with you, I rock with you. But you ain't here rocking with you.
Some people you can see the original, like if a person is genuine or not. I remember seeing Bull join. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm like Born don't belong over there with him. Boy, he's out of that boy's out of pocket. But we had, because we remember the show we had together. You know what I'm saying? We had to do the show we was doing together, and the show was going good. Dude started getting jealous because more people was attracted to me at the time. You know what I'm saying? Yo, they're gonna be attracted to me because you don't look like me, nigga. You don't move like me. You're intelligent like I am, and you're a rat lover. Well, man, I'm gonna tell you. When he said that about that beef thing, it's around the time I told him I'm about to interview Ears to Christ. You know what I'm saying? I'm interviewing Ears to Christ after he finished with Vlad. He's like, "Oh, yo, do that shit, bro. Where do that? Da da da." So I interviewed Ears to Christ, but the Ears to Christ went in on this boy, yo. You hear me? Ears to Christ is like that rat lover from Detroit, da 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 da. And I'm like, oh man. So I didn't say that. I'm not because you're a rat lover. I'm not gonna correct that shit. But let's say even if he was a stand-up guy, but even if he stood up, my whole thing is this. I ain't support nobody that got a whole channel based off of somebody. Like, damn, bro, at least talk about other people. I'm not doing no joining everyone. I'm just what they call it out in New York. You just a Frank holder out there. Like,
Frank hold on a Frank stand.
Yeah, Frank stand. You wasn't even in his circle to even be making. I can see if you was in that circle and you talking about those stories of that. The main man was just going on a run. It's like, damn, that boy out of pocket. I never seen nothing like it a day in my life.
But that's your God. That's that same thing that Jim Jones wanted Cam to do. This is what he wanted me to do, and that's why in the back of my mind I always knew the nigga was envious of me.
Mm-hmm.
Or not even, but not even just envious. Is that that this dude would do whatever, as far as even with morals and principles, just for the view. So it's like some people would stoop to whatever level just for the attention when it ain't worth it. when for real, that's the last thing. I don't care what it is. Like, I'm not going back and forth with somebody that was once my brother. Not blowing it up on the internet like that.
Hey, you got to be careful out here. And the only reason why I say that is because it is social media, and you never know at the end who you may have to mix or deal with. But we know what's right. What I'm gonna say to this right here, and I ain't gonna mention their channel because I watch a lot of people channel, and some people got something good now. My thing is, if you got a channel that's stressing that you don't mess with rats, but yet you could develop a channel and have a rat up on your channel every time you doing your channel. Like, what sense does that
Wow,
make?
that's nasty
How,
work.
how, how can you be revealing rats, and even though you making fun, like, yo, this person, they could tell you more about it, but if you totally against rats, how can you take a rat and give him a platform? Because
Whose
all of
channel?
us
Whose
use.
channel is that? Whose channel? You gotta let us know.
I'm gonna come straight up, man. And like I said, I'm older than all of y'all, so I'll be trying to be real steppy toe. But 050, the movement.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, the whole 50
Yeah.
niggas.
Hold up. You talking about the movement? We call them niggas the
Hobie
movement over
hoes.
here. We
Right,
call
right. I mean,
the movement. Hold up, God, not movement, the
Yeah, the
movement.
movement.
right. I'm saying
Born
at the
coined
end of
that
the
term.
day, and I watch little tell his side of the story, but then later on down the line, and this is what the whole internet is about. If you portraying to be something, then you got to be that. Don't tell just your side of the story, and now because you choose not to be a crash dummy or anything anymore, and say, "Oh, the streets don't love you." You knew that when you first got out there. So I watched another channel,
Yes, talk,
and the kid
OG.
puts up all the paperwork to what actually took place, and it shows that you didn't have no reason to snitch because all these people that ended up under the indictment didn't have nothing to do with what you got caught for. You know what I'm saying? I got it's no respect, but I still could work with an individual, you know what I'm saying, that ended up in that position, and now you living up to that. This is who I am, and that's how they surviving up on the internet, because motherfuckers say, yo, I told, it ain't no reason for nobody else to say nothing about it because I'm telling you that I told. Well, that don't make you no different, because you know what I'm saying, you still a part of the rat family. But I could still go a little bit more with an individual that's telling that they told and they accept who they are, than for you to say that I told with a justification.
That's a fact. But
Big facts. Big facts.
what we seeing today is now it's becoming a norm where people being accepted. I never thought I'd see nothing a day of it like in my life. But what we have to remember is a lot of the people that be in the comments that be supporting them, a lot of them are what you call them, citizens, like regular citizens. I can't think of the other word. You know what I'm talking about? Like people that live life the right way. I can't think of it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like people that's not in the streets or was, a part of
Yeah,
the
you said
streets.
it right. Civilians, twins.
Civilians, facts. So when these people don't understand, the people that's agreeing with them are civilians, and we understand why a civilian would agree with them. But the thing is, we got a decision when you step off that porch, because there's plenty of people from our hoods that didn't get involved in the streets and was still accepted by the people that was interacting in the streets. You know what you're doing is wrong. The same people your mom or whoever raised you told you not to hang around, you wanted to be cool and hang around. You know what I'm
Facts
saying?
bars
You
are
you you
trash.
you, you wanted to be involved in that stuff. You know right from wrong as a kid. A 6-year-old know that taking somebody's life or doing certain things is naturally not right. So I hate when people go in jail and then they act like they changed when they got in jail, and all of a sudden they all of a sudden woke up and realized what they was doing wrong, that they was hurting people, that they now you want to tell to justify that. For one, if you felt as though you did wrong, then you should accept the consequences for what you did and take that as a learning lesson. That's for one. But for two, now all this stuff is getting glorified, man. And what people don't understand is the streets changed so much that it was an era where if you did tell, now you putting all your loved ones in jeopardy. You putting all your loved ones. You got a little brother, a cousin. Now you smearing everybody name that's around you, because the average person that tells is not going to be walking their hood like that. So now you making other people a target.
Hey, Tway, why is that? You know why you putting other people in jeopardy? Because see, the whole thing about it is, and it's just like now, you could rap and you could get up on the platform and make money doing that. But what about the cats that got 30 years, 25 years,
Check this out. Hold up
1
second. God, hold on 1 second, God. Brian Chomo Glaze Gibbs. Sammy the Snitch Gravano. All these niggas they got hundreds of people's life in 20 and 30 plus years. And then the internet justified it. I'm a changed man. No, you was a sucker. Brian Glaze Gibbs, you was a sucker. I'm gonna say it again. Brian Glaze Gibbs, you was a sucker. And you I read your book. Brian Glaze Gibbs said in his book when I was in the feds, he said, the reason I decided to snitch and rap because all the other guys that was rapping, they was getting conjugal visits with their women. I was addicted to sex. So I wanted conjugal visits too. That means if you didn't rap and you was addicted to sex, you was gonna smash a punk in prison. You gonna smash one of them boys. Because you don't got no self-control, you don't got no discipline. Am I wrong?
No,
you ain't wrong.
100% right.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. And we all know that up in the mountains, people up there getting it in like jackrabbits. You dig what I'm saying? It's like you know when they inside of there for so long and you ain't got no self-control, that's exactly what it is as self-control.
But yo, if you
know
marry somebody, you could get conjugal visits too. So what he's
No,
saying
it
is
No,
depends.
not all states.
It
Not all
depends.
states. It depends on what state you in.
It depends on the state. It depends on your custody level. It depends on it. It's numerous factors that play with that. You know, as far as
The feds. If you I was in the feds, if you marry in the feds, you can get conjugal visits. I think it's once a month or something like that. Down in the streets, am I right? Like once a month.
Oh, they did start that in the feds, because I thought the feds was the only one that didn't have that. But I
No,
could
they started
see
the
it
feds.
nowadays. Okay.
They started the feds. I think it's once a month or once a month for a weekend. You get a weekend visit with your wife once a month.
some of them fed joints too, especially if you in one of them camps, they be up there. That joint like placement, like people. I had like my cousin, you know what I'm saying? He had escaped from the joint. It was so sweet. They was up there eating snow crabs and all of that. You know what I mean? I remember one time I was in the county and it was this boy from the Badlands. He had got caught with all this diesel. And I'm wondering why he kept saying, but he's like, man, I hope they just send me to the feds. Like the day to be easier. He was already hot and he got caught with all this diesel. He like, man, just send me to the feds. He like, they got a baseball field up there. You get tickets for ice cream and everything. I'm like, man, this boy ready for the ready for the feds and all that. I'm trying to get out this joint. He talking about some, just send me to the feds.
Passport Joe Salute. All right, y'all. Let's go back to the video. Listen to this for a little longer.
Motherfucking now I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is when shit start getting shaky. I always keep in the back of my mind, he was like, yo, let's start a beef. So I never, I didn't feed into it, but I kept it in the back of my mind. So I start seeing Bird Gang shirts. Jim was now mind you, Jim started forming his own crew. You know, he was still fucking with us, but he started forming his own crew, Bird Gang. I started seeing these Bird Gang shirts. Bird Gang shorts, Bird Gang. So I'm sitting there like, so I asked him, I said, yo, Jim, and there wasn't even been no problem. There wouldn't have been no problem at all. I said, Jim, you trying to do your own thing, Bird Gang, with your own label or whatever? He said, nah, Fleet, you know, we just said Bird Gang. That's our nickname. You know, that's just a nickname, Bird Gang on that. So I was like, all right, cool, no problem. So what I did was, I'm just being totally honest, I copywrote the name Bird Gang. Because I'm like, if you're not trying to do nothing shiesty or trying to start a beef or separate yourself, it shouldn't matter if I got it. What's the big deal? I'll just hold it and put it to the side. Since you're not doing nothing, since you don't want to, you're not being, you know, you're not doing your own thing. If you was, he could have told me that. I wouldn't have no problem with that. I wouldn't have been hating. Look, if you want to branch over and do your own thing, that's not a problem. But you told me you wasn't. So I was like, I put it to the side. So now, cool, whatever. You know, we started. So yeah, see the guy, y'all niggas is some funny dudes, man. Y'all niggas throw these questions and you get these niggas to bite or whatever. You can't get me to bite, bro. That's why I did this shit myself. Like I told you, that's why I told this whole story is because you talking about you can't do nothing with Jay-Z and Nas. None of this shit would have been possible. Nothing. Well, you know, my bottom line is, and I'm gonna get back to the story. We all helped build a Diplomat brand, to build it, let's say the Diplomat building, but I own the land. Right. You can't build a building if you don't own the land. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, see the guy, y'all niggas is some funny dudes, man. Y'all niggas throw these questions and you get these niggas to bite or whatever. You can't get me to bite, bro. That's why I did this shit myself. Who else did this shit on live, my nigga? I'm not for that. And you, my man, we see the whole program. I'm a big fan of Breakfast Club. It's like Breakfast, I fuck with y'all so much. You had Ebro hating on me the other day on his show. Say, oh, Cam, never get no money. Yo, bro, that shit corny. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with our name summer. I just think that y'all have a better show in the morning time. Just in the morning time. I fuck with everybody. I fuck with everybody all in New York. I just think y'all have the best morning show. Period. So where I'm at.
Back to Bird Gang.
Where I was at? Where I was at though?
Back to the Bird Gang.
Oh yeah, so you know, he started doing this Bird Gang shit and all this, and I'm like, you know, I'm thinking, why you branching off or whatever? So I copyright the name just in case. So no, I was in Ballin. Ballin came out and he was popping, you know, get stack bundles, God bless the dead. Girl named Jaja from Miami, she was dope. She had some kid from Baltimore. Some kid from Baltimore that sounded like Jay-Z that was dope. And then he got Max B. Now, Max B, and Jim's on right, he's the one who put Max B on. Max B is from my building. Him and Mike Bruno from my block. And Max B, you know, he wasn't Max B. His name was Charlie Rambo. And Charlie was ill, man. Charlie was one of these niggas that would piss in a bottle and bums would be sleeping. He'd pour the piss on them and laugh and shit like that. Like he was a funny nigga. Charlie Rambo was a funny nigga. So he was always getting in trouble though, in and out of jail doing his thing. And you know, that's just the environment we lived in. So he got out of jail, he come up to me. This is word for word. So I'm like, Charlie, what up? When you guys say, yo, Flea, I just came home. I said, y'all say you always just coming home.
Baby. Okay, we're back.
He said, you always just coming home. So he said, yo, Flea, you know how I rap now. Let's get this shit clicking like Dorothy's heels. I said, yo, I laugh like that because I couldn't take him seriously. Because this is my man. He from my building. I'm like, you rap now, Max? I mean, Charlie, he like, yeah. My name is Bigger Valley. I said, Bigger Valley? He said, I'm Biggie and Tupac mixed in one. But I'm laughing again because, like I said, I know this dude from my building. And, you know, I couldn't really take Max serious because I didn't see the potential because, you know, I'm not God. I don't always catch every artist. I'm like, oh, how you miss this nigga? I just didn't see it because I fuck with him. And I didn't hear him rap at that time. I never heard him rap. So I guess Jim, some type of way, got with Max. I don't know how Mike Bruno got with Jim and they got together. So Jim called me like, yo, I'm going to fuck with Max B. And I'm like, yo, guy, do your thing. I didn't know it would be this type of situation. I'm just being totally honest. I didn't know. So, you know, even when they start beefing niggas from my block, like, how the fuck you let that go down, Cam? And I'm like, yo, cut this shit. You ain't know Charlie was gonna be this good. Cut it out. You ain't know Charlie was gonna be this good. Yeah, but no, but now it's fucked up. Him and Jim beefing now. Man, fuck it, man. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know. I can't really get into Max B, Jim Jones beef. I don't really know how that shit started, but Max B always come to me on the block, like, Flea, man, get me out, let me come fuck with you. I said, man, I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way to. I didn't see it. I didn't know. And you and Jim did see your talent more than I did. So I can't just like motherfucking take you from Jim. It's his deal. And motherfucker, I didn't know you was gonna be this good. I wish I would have because we from the same building, but I just didn't know. And I'm being totally honest. So he's forming this bird gang shit. And I'm like, I thought we all supposed to be the diplomats. What's going on? It's just a little side bird gang shit. You know what I'm saying? This little bird gang shit on the side. I'm like, back of my brain, like, let's start a fake beef. So I'm like, all right, this nigga's branching off. I see him branching off. It's cool, ain't no problem. But this still my man. We ain't have no friction or nothing. So Ballin come out, like I said, we ain't have no problem when Ballin came out. I may came to video late or whatever. I seen him say I never came to one of his shows. I'm sorry, I don't remember not coming to one of your shows.
Facts, Mickey Mac.
I'm not even gonna sit here and say maybe
Big facts.
Maybe the way he described it, he said I never surprised him about it. Well, maybe I didn't surprise him, but I came to plenty of your shows. I came to your shows. I wasn't hating. I mean, why would I hate when I've been fighting for you to be a rapper for 10 years? So what happened was this, and I'm just being totally honest, man. This is when everything got fucked all the way up, baby. I'm being honest, B. I'm telling you the truth. He can say he come to the show. He can lie and say I robbed him of millions of dollars. I
Listen to
nobody because let me explain something. This was the deal. Jewels was signed to me. And that's it. I had the Diplomat album and Jewels was signed to me. That's it. I ain't had no paperwork with J.R. Ryder. I had no paperwork with Hal Relder, my niggas. Them niggas with the baby gram and did their own deal, and that was cool. They could use the bird. Fuck it. It's all good. Jim, never had no paperwork with Jim, so how did I rob him? I was eating, I'm not gonna lie, off the Diplomat album, my album, and I had a joint venture deal with Jewel's album with Devin. Cool. So what I was saying is we got the Diplomat brand. I seen niggas get $100 million checks. So Rockefeller, we shooting an old boy video. Kevin Lyles and Leo Cohen, these dudes came and presented Rockefeller, Dame Dash Biggs, and Jay-Z with a check for $125 million. I don't know how much Irvin, Murder Inc. got. They was getting some mad bread over there. Rough Riders had just caught a D. Shout out to D for Rough Riders. He caught a wild check over there. And I'm like, yo, when I seen them niggas cash out for $125 million, I'm like, we got to keep grinding. We got to. Because right then and there, I would say he's probably worth 15, 20 million at the time. Like, we ain't going to go for no 15, 20 million. I just seen a nigga hand me a check for $125 million. So, I don't know what he said. I robbed him of it. I didn't rob him of anything. He had these artists, and then, like, I'm not throwing no shade. You have Max B. You got Stack Bundles. Them two alone. Put them out. You could have ate, you know what I'm saying? Jim kept using them for his albums instead of putting them out. And like I'll be telling people, I'm like, you know, Jim, if you think about it, just think about it. And like I said, I gotta always say no shade because everybody can shade. Jim never put no artists out. Jim has never put an artist out. I got all the artists. I got all the talent. I was in the street recruiting all these rappers. Jim ended up getting some rappers, and what he did was use them for his album instead of putting them out. Max B may not be in jail if you put his album out. Or Stack Bundles might have got out of Far Rock if we had an album out. Jim never put these people album out. You know what I'm saying? If just, you know, like I said, just think about it. Google it. Do the homework. What artists he put out? I'm not dissing at all.
Jersey, stand up. Hey, yo. Hold on 1 second, y'all. And I'm going to show you why he's not lying. Because you remember when he had the Bird Gang, he had the chick Jaja, right? You heard me?
Yeah, I remember that because she
Yeah, Jaja.
Yo, hold up. Yo,
she's
hold up. Now, I'm gonna play what Jaja had to say about Jim Jones. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Then we'll go back to the Camron.
Let's go.
Let's do this, yo.
Of flipping houses, inconsistent results, always chasing your next deal.
Get started.
So that's what you're doing, Flip? That's what you're doing, G Money?
I mean, you know, let's just talk about it, man.
Wait, hold up. What you mean that's what we doing? What you thought?
Fair use.
Get on, nigga. You forgot?
Elizabeth, for real, he's sweet.
Talking all that shit. I watched it. You talking a lot of shit. You was in the dress in the studio. I watched it today.
I was popping shit.
I didn't want to go that route, but you was calling niggas out the name. You talking about you named them. We gave you was Jimmy. We gave you Jim Jones and all that. Yeah, we heard that. Like,
Wow. I mean, I ain't really gonna get all in that, but the problems really occur with, like, you know, honestly, it wasn't monetary with Jim. Like, you know, a lot of people don't know why I kind of disappeared from that situation, but for lack of better, and, you know, like, not to, Jim knows the personal. It's personal. Like, Jim knows the reason why I removed myself from that situation. Only thing I could say is I didn't appreciate how he handled the stack bundle situation. And, you know, me and Stacks is real close. It's a lot of things that I knew that was going on. A lot of things I felt like he could have prevented. And, you know, I feel like he didn't handle his situation the right way, pre and post his death. So
wait, hold up. Wow. Whoa. So time out. So let's slow down here because that kind of caught me by surprise. So that was the personal reason, or you said that the reason that you started messing with Jim is personal? So you
I mean, I'm not gonna go into detail of the like what about that situation, but pretty much, yeah, like,
okay,
you know,
so
it wasn't about no money or nothing. Money, you can get money back. I can't get my nigga, I can't get him back. Like it wasn't never about no money. Like, if that's the case, I'd be shitting on everybody if it was, because I never got paid for nothing that I did, and I still was doing records, and I could have been a real bitch and sued niggas, because everything that I've done is copyrighted. Like, I own that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm the first person who owns Get From Around Me. I never got no royalties off that. I'm the first person who copywrote and trademarked What You Been Drinking On.
Hold on. That don't make no sense.
And I could have sued niggas like for that, for using my name and likeness, and I never did, because I'm like, yo, like, they gave me an opportunity. I ain't even gonna take that type of whole ass route like that. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for, you know what I mean, you recognize me from being with Dipset or being a part of, you know, Jim's situation. So I wasn't gonna go that route. You feel me? It's just, when that happened, I couldn't really vibe with homie like that no more.
But wait, I have to stop you. Sorry, I have to. So now knowing both of them, I knew Stack longer, knowing both of them, what I remember is that, first of all, I didn't know, I'm not going to sit here and act like I knew the inside as far as the business dealing between the Stack and Jim. I won't do that. But I did remember hearing that Jim asked Stack to move from Far Rock and live in Jersey.
That's a lie.
Hold on. I did remember hearing that, and not from Jim. From what I know about Stack personally, whether you speak to Bino or whatever, he loved Far Rockaway. So, and if you know him, he'll tell you he loved Far Rockaway.
Yeah, he loved Far Rockaway, but at that point in time, he was trying to get out of Far Rock. I know that personally for a fact myself.
You know that personally for a fact?
I know that personally.
At that point in time that he was trying to get out?
He was going through issues, and he was reaching out to niggas to help him get out of that situation. See what I'm saying? So
what, street issues?
Yeah, he's having street issues. You know what time it was, Flip?
No, hold up. So come on, we ain't doing no conspiracy things here, man.
No, it ain't no conspiracy.
Hold on, we ain't doing no conspiracy. I gotta separate the cups. We ain't doing no conspiracy things here. With all due respect, if he did reach out, if he did not reach out, because when Stack was going through something, Stack, I met MA and
check this out. Every time a nigga said with all due respect, what that mean to y'all?
You coming with some sucker shit, maybe.
That mean he about to be disrespectful. That's all that means. All due respect, he about to be disrespectful.
Either that or they just they hit it with the respectfully now. They say respectfully, then they get disrespectful.
Yeah. Hold on, let's go back. I want y'all to listen to this.
Stack
contradiction
by
right
Kings
there.
Plaza. I don't need to get into that. But so that probably was the time he was going through something. But what happened with him, because people try to equate it with the whole gym thing. It's two separate situations.
Nah, I'm not saying no gym had nothing to do as
No,
far
I know.
as,
Hold on, but allow me. I know you're not saying that, and I'm happy you said that. What I'm saying is that from what I know personally, I didn't know you called gym.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right, 118.
About that, I know that anytime he needed something, he called niggas in the hood.
Yeah, Stack wasn't the type of nigga that's gonna run and be on no niggas' dicks just because, Stack, he was really in a situation where when he reached out for help, he really needed help.
Okay.
Stack wasn't no type of nigga that's he never had his hand out to Jim for nothing. You see what I'm saying? He always went and got his own. Like, Stacks is a man of his own. He was a very manly man. He took care of his family. He took care of his team. Like, he was the head honcho. You see what I'm saying? So he he reached out to Jim during his last days because he really he was running out of options. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to say. So it wasn't
And you remember being there, hearing that.
I talked to Stacks every day. I knew play for play kind of what was, what the issue was. Like, even when he went on tour, he expressed the reason why he was going on. Jim was paying niggas $150 on tour. See what I'm saying? Per show.
Dominican Republic and all that stuff.
Yeah, all that. Like, but I'm just saying it was like,
damn,
niggas never really tripped on that because we was all loyal to Jim. See, we loved Jim. You know what I mean? Like, we felt like he was giving us an opportunity. So we wasn't really tripping about the money, but saying homie was in a situation where, shit got funky. You know what I mean? And he reached out to niggas. Feel me? Like,
$150.
But yo, shouldn't Camron have been paying them niggas, not Jimmy?
No, they were signed to Jim.
Oh, okay. All right, well, Jim is a capo. You gotta pay him better than that.
Yo, Twiz. $150. What you think about that?
Yeah, that's crazy. that's crazy.
$150 a show, and these niggas was writing for you. Nah, I fuck out of here. Here we go, y'all.
Yeah,
that's hold on, though.
I know for a fact, like, this is not something that,
Yo, peace, God. What you about to say, Lord?
I said that's what we just got through listening to. You heard Cam say he never signed Jim to no contracts, that their relationship was good. He even passed up on Max B. And if you see what Cam is saying, him and Max had already had a relationship because Charlie was from his building. But he let him go and deal with Jim Jones. And what it's showing is, which is true, he didn't put none of them dudes on. Everybody know in the hood, once you get in the limelight, even if whether it's legal or illegal, you can't keep that same environment around you and nothing that never happens. Look at C Murder. They was riding high.
Hold on, myself. Salute to my wife, Mrs. BTBTV. She's in the building. She said, salute
to the
chat,
queen.
Maz panel. Like, share, subscribe, get a membership,
Salute, Miss BTBTV.
and donate.
You,
much love and respect.
the queen, up in the building.
Yeah, but like I was saying, you know what I'm saying? See, Murder chooses to still get an apartment building, apartment in one of those buildings and everything, and still hang around. It gets to a point where you got to understand the dynamics of where you at. And like they always say, the hood don't love nobody. So you always gonna have extra situations that's gonna come at you when you getting on, whether it's legal or it's illegal. And that's what I'll be having a problem where individuals keep talking about they outside, they outside. If you outside, then you should know the rules to the game. And it's gonna be somebody, whether it's for something or whether it's for nothing at all, that's gonna hate on you and be willing to take your life. Like the chick was saying, Stack had no business being there in that position where that could go down. Max B had no business having to go out and commit a robbery that would land them all that time in jail when you got all this exposure, you know, that's coming at you and people is looking at you, but everything ain't the way that it appeared to be from out the gate. But it shows that Jimmy,
Yo,
he
hold on,
talked about
Parcell.
Cam wasn't
Yo,
a good
hold on,
leader.
Parcell. If my wife can leave a donation like that, then y'all can leave a donation like that. Let's get it.
Yeah, man. Let's get
Yeah,
it.
man. So Jimmy really, he talking about Cam not being a good leader and being selfish. Why was you using Stacks and Max B on your albums
Hold on, and
instead of
Jaja.
taking the
Jaja was
dudes?
right for him too. Jaja was
Okay,
right for him too.
Maybe you
that's
learn
what.
from Cam, yo.
Cam wrote his own music, so how you learn from Cam?
Cam wrote his own music, I know.
All right, then. So he learned from Cam.
But I'm talking about the business side.
He learned from
business
Diddy.
side.
He learned from Diddy.
Nah, for real though, it's just crazy now because this nigga say he's not a good leader. Everybody else say Jim's not a good leader.
But yo, let's listen to the judge. Listen to the judge. I'm talking about all the people talking about him, about Jim Jones.
I ain't trying to get all the way.
No,
into
whoa,
that,
whoa,
though,
whoa,
Flip.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Trying to
wait.
get into
Ain't no
that.
escaping. No. Waiting to exhale, nigga. This ain't who's waiting to, is that a group? Hold on. So your thing is, and let me paraphrase. So because I didn't know that part, so I'm not gonna act like I did. You know, I didn't know a part where he was going through something as far as like he reached out to either Webb or myself, and you know, met up with them, and so I don't know the part if he reached out to Jim. I know what.
I know that part though.
Okay, you know, and I give you that, but you know, unless you're saying that if Jim would have helped Stack, that situation could have been avoided.
You're right. 100%.
You know, because he left the club that night and he was being
He went
watched.
to go see. He went to go see niggas before he went to that club though. He came to Quiet Studios that night.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's what I'm saying.
No, don't say it's a lot I don't know. Don't say it's a lot because it's a lot I do know. Don't say it's a lot I don't know. I don't know the beforehand, but I know he was being watched.
Yeah.
And you know what happened? I mean, you know, I'm gonna respect my homies. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
Well, no, not because of you. Slow down.
I know.
You get it. You get it. You about to get it.
Oh.
But I'm about to respect my homies because you know I don't want to put. It's more about Bino and the people that you know. I don't want to put niggas in a situation.
Bino know what time it is too.
Bino do, of course. Bino know what time it is, but you know, put niggas in a situation. You know what I mean? Well, I think you know. I think me personally, I think that you know, the streets know what's going on as far as that situation is concerned. And in my opinion, you know, I didn't know the things beforehand. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you this. I didn't know before. I didn't know he reached out. I didn't know all that situation. But what I do know is that
And Stacks was trying to get out the hood though. Flip Stack, I don't like that's another issue. Like people portray it like, oh, he wanted to stay in the hood. I don't know what one nigga that want to stay in the hood when they broke.
Because that's what he divulged. Or that's what he said. So he, you know, and unless that's what he said. That's
Stacks was trying to go to Jersey, so, but he went.
I gotta say something. Yo, that fat punk, cute, that Queens Flip. He's a Jim Jones Frank stand holder, bruh. He trying to tell people the truth is they lived it. You wasn't there. How would you know? Let the girl talk. Let us hear a story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Queen's Flipper is a little out of pocket for that because you weren't even around the situation, huh? At that time.
There we go, yo. That's bullshit.
He wanted to live in Jersey by himself. He didn't want to live in Jersey with no group family type stuff. Stacks was his own man. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
what the disconnect, because I remember the Jersey conversation.
nah, he wanted to go. He wanted to move to Jersey. He just didn't want to
But
move.
Jim wanted him to move with them.
I mean, it was like a situation where he wanted kind of him to have a roommate. Stacks was just like, I'm a grown ass man.
Yeah.
I've been on my own since I was 16.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? Like,
Facts.
so
You're saying facts.
So what I'm look like living with another person for? You see what I'm saying? The money that he was asking for wasn't like no real big, huge money.
No,
It
I
was
understand.
accessible at the time. So,
But this is what I'm gonna say, and we're gonna move on as far as that. Is that I never equated, because people used to try to equate it, blame Jim, and the reason why I never blamed Jim is because of some
Your
far
Jim
rock
friend,
shit that was going on. You know what I'm saying?
nah, I'm not.
So
you
I
can't blame him
never
for that.
looked at Jim towards in that direction at all.
Nah,
You know
it
what I'm saying?
wasn't. I'm not saying that he is the person who harmed Stacks.
No, he didn't harm
I'm
Steph. But
not
I'm saying that I still ain't blame him because it was some far rock shit. But you're saying the overall situation.
Yo, check this out. The Hood Blocker, God in them streets, the Mac Middle. So let me ask y'all a question real quick. If you know I got heavy beef in my hood, and I'm saying, yo, I just need to get my own place, man, in Jersey. Can you help me? I'm writing all this shit for you. You're not paying me. Can you help me get my place? And then you said, nah, if you want to stay, you got to stay with me. And then I go back home to my hood and I get killed. Somebody followed me from the club. Then who fault is that? Because you could have helped me get my shit.
It's right. It's definitely his fault. And there you go again about position. You got to understand the guys that's on top and how they feel a threat. Like when you hearing Cam's conversation, the reason why I'm picking up on it and see people say you taking sides because you might like a person or that has nothing to do with it. You judging a person by their character. And if I'm on top and I know that you got major beef in a place like Far Rockaway, everybody know Far Rockaway
off the chain.
Off the chain. You know, Coney Island, all them places that's in boroughs, but they got their own borough within a borough. You know what I'm saying? It's different.
This is my little bro, Chris.
You know? So if he's reaching out and he's saying to you, yo, I need to be relocated, at that time, I'm quite sure that Jim had enough money to put him up in something. It didn't have to be nothing exclusive, but it could have been something that was out the way where he didn't have to deal with
Jim could get a one-bedroom
everything.
apartment. He could have got a one-bedroom apartment in Elizabeth, New Jersey, like J.R. Ryder had. J.R. Ryder, her father owned the house in Elizabeth. He was staying with his father in Elizabeth. He could have got a one-bedroom apartment in Elizabeth, North, East Orange, Montclair, anywhere like that, Jersey City, Bayonne, and he only been paying about, at that time, like $800 a month.
My whole thing is this. My whole thing is this. You live it, for one, none of your soldiers should never even have to come to you and ask you for that, because that's the main mission. You want to protect your brothers. You want for your brother what you want for yourself.
Facts.
So you immediately, the goal, the first thing you're doing is that you want to get out the hood. You know what's going in the hood. You know where the hate come and all that stuff. You know what can go bad. So now you got him on the line of potentially going to jail, losing his life, because he out there in them streets every day. But if you are to invite another grown man to live with you, you better have a mansion, like when 50 brought Tyson joined or something. It's like you in your own branch of the crib or something. That's understandable. You know what I'm talking about? If you got a mansion.
Yo, you there, Twiz?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know if my audio had messed up, but I said
I
can see if he had a mansion or something.
Yeah.
To invite him to come stay over his crib, it don't add up, bro.
And then he would have his own, probably have his own wing. Like I'm saying, like 50 bought Tyson mansion, everybody had their own wing basically, yo.
Yup.
All G unit.
And that's the only way it's understandable to invite somebody. But I think the problem also with the problem was the same thing that Mase went through, that people thought Jimmy probably had more money than what he really had. Because the one thing about them and those rappers back then, even nowadays, they can make 50,000 look like they got 1.5. You know what I'm saying? They can have the fakest, realest looking jewelry, all that stuff. So a lot of that stuff it's costumes. It's all the perception. Either that or you
3/4 to the game is fronting.
Facts. Either that or you just a selfish person that had that authority over somebody where they got to come check in with you for that type of help.
Yo, check this out. Now we're gonna go back to the video, right? And let's finish listen to what she had to say. And then we're gonna listen to what Max B had to say about Jim Jones. Yo, we about to show how Jim Jones is a snake in the crew. He's a snake in the crew, man. I don't care what nobody said. Camron, he probably didn't do a lot of things he's supposed to do, but he gave the nigga opportunity. I'll give you a pole and give you the bait, nigga, go fish.
But we gotta remember, it wouldn't have been Cam, bro. Cam bossed all the way up, bro. He bossed all the way up. They've been having that debate on, I forgot what channel, on SO and them channel. They've been having a debate about did Jay-Z do enough for Beanie Siegel. The whole thing is, Beans, as great of a rapper he didn't never boss up how he should have. He was just so grimy and had that griminess, that off the curve energy, and also worked so great at his art of rap, but he didn't get the business aspects. Cam took the extra steps that was necessary to boss up. Then you learn as you go. You dig what I'm saying? I feel like Cam did the best that he could have had there for Dipset.
QB Gotti, salute. All right, let's go back to this video. Then we go hit the Max B explains his beef with Jim Jones. Here we go.
Situation is that if he would have helped them when he asked for help, Stack wouldn't have been in that situation in the first place. Because we can't say if Jim would have helped him, he wouldn't have went to that club that night and been followed.
I just feel like if you got artists who helped you make millions of dollars, see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand that Jim was in a very powerful position due to the fact of the type of music that he was making. That music came from Max, Stacks, and myself. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you're on Koch Records, but they're treating you like you're a major artist. Like, you're shooting your videos is millions of dollars. Like, they gave you $1 million contract on Koch after we came to the situation. So, and you got one of the biggest records in the country balling. You see what I'm saying? That was the biggest record, and they playing your shit on the Giants. Stacks is responsible for this biggest record. So if I'm a label executive, see what I'm saying? And I see my artist, and my artist comes to me and like, yo, or I just could see it like, yo, they shot up my Porsche, they did this, and that. I'm like, what? Where you living? Nah, you got to get the hell out of there. You see what I'm saying? Because one, you're my artist. It makes me look crazy that I'm living over here and you living over there. And then two, it's like, you my money source. So I'm going to pull you out of there. Even if it was lack of better, if you don't really fuck with me like that, you a businessman. You fuck with this is how you get into the bag. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm going to get you out of there regardless. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to have you in a situation, because Far Rock, where I dropped Stacks off that day, when he came off a tour, it was one way in and one way out where he lived. And that's when he was telling me like, yo, sis, it's funky. I'm like, bro, you got to get out of here. Like, it's crazy. Like, you can't, because I lived in Long Island, Hempstead. So it was a very different dynamic. So what I'm saying is, if you're the leader, we looked at you as a leader, you don't leave the people who, you know what I mean, helped you get to where you at out like that. I don't I don't care. Like, it's niggas that's for way less taking niggas out of their situation and put them in a better situation. So my thing is, me personally, how I would have handled it, because like, I'm not here to bash Jim or none of that. Like, I don't know the type of man Jim is now. I haven't spoken to Jim in years since Stacks died. You see what I'm saying? So at that time, if one of my artists come to me, or I see like it's an issue, I'm getting them the hell away from that issue. Point blank, period. I'm not going to wait till it's too late You know what I mean? And niggas be like, now my conscience is fucking with me because I could have helped. No, I'm getting you the fuck out of there right now. Like, what you mean, nigga shot your Porsche up? Man, nigga, come on, let's
But
go.
who goes to say that even if he would have got Stack, who goes to say that Stack when I went to the club that night, been followed that night, and had the drop on him that night? Who goes to say that would have changed?
Don't go to say it wouldn't change, but you wouldn't be in the hot seat. Like, I know what led up to what Stack said to him prior to him going to the club that same night. You see what I'm saying? I know what led up to that situation. Like, so, and y'all don't know that. People think I just left Dipset maybe because of money or whatever. That's not the reason why. Like, I just could not be a part of a certain, that was like my brother for real. You see what I'm saying? And I didn't agree with it. I couldn't even look at niggas the same way no more. Because you, like, when you making it like, Stacks ain't want to be in there. He loved his hood, but he was trying to get out the hood too. See what I'm saying? So you're making it like, I'm trying to tell him to go, but he just wanted to stay there. Nah, man told you, he came to you, you know what I mean? Like, won't. Like, nah, it's not the case. Like, people out here like 50 say, like, question, like, oh, why is he still in the hood and da-da-da-da-da? And you try to divert it to make this man look like he's some wild ass nigga just running around. Stacks wasn't like that. That's not the version of Stacks I seen. That nigga's
I don't know who said that. Nobody said who said that.
Yeah, he was like on the interview, was like, they was trying to understand why was he still even in the hood. People. You know
This
what I
nigga
mean?
crazy.
Made it
He's,
like,
I can't live with no grown ass nigga.
Like this
I'm
what
stingy
he,
with
like,
my toilet paper.
I'm trying to get him out the hood, but this he keep going back there. Like, that's a grown man. I can't make him go back there, and that's not the 100% case. See what I'm
But
saying?
that have to be that's a certain percent of the case. That is a certain percent of it. He loved for like he wanted to be over
He
there.
loved, but he's trying to get out at the end.
We got to agree, disagree. You know more. If you know that, I didn't hear that part. Even by speaking to him personally. But if you said leading up, I know about the situation. Niggas know what's going on. Like, we don't gotta play, weird. And if niggas hear this, they know what's going on. But at the end of the day, I didn't know he went to gym. You know what I'm saying? I just know that even if Jim got him out the hood, in my opinion, that wouldn't have stopped Stack from picking up his phone. That wouldn't have stopped Stack from seeing. That wouldn't have stopped Stack from. It just wouldn't. It wouldn't have.
But he would have
unless he would have had. Unless you're saying that he wouldn't have went back to Redfern. He would have.
Introducing the Cup 357, America's most futuristic handgun. Now available for purchase without any paper.
Went to
Jersey.
Homie went to the studio and, he let Jim know what it was, like how desperate in a sense he was. You see what I'm saying? Next morning, I guess, because I talked to him, and I'm not going to go into the conversation or whatever, but, he like, fuck it, sis, it is what it is. I'm about to go to the club. He was in a white BMW. He's driving that. He had somebody with him with that remember that white 745 they used to be driving? He was in that. It was downstairs. I remember because I looked downstairs or whatever. And, he cleared the studio. I think Melly was still in the studio when he was speaking to Jim. We wasn't in there. He came, called me like afterwards or whatever. And he was just, told me what it was. He like, fuck it, sis. I'm about to go to the club. What do you want? Shit is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you sure, bro? And he's like, yeah, meet you in the morning. And 5 o'clock in the morning, I get a call from Kev, like, yo, they got him. Like, I'm sleeping in my bed. I'm like, what you got who? Like, what you talking about? Like, they got Stacks. I'm like, what? Nigga, you tripping. But this same situation, it's like, and I can speak on this because this be like what me and Stacks was talking about. Like, me on tour, he like, yo, sis, niggas shot up the Porsche. That's the only reason why I'm up here. You see what I'm saying? Like, niggas is really trying to I'm really beefing with niggas here. So, it like, to hear somebody telling you that pretty much they like niggas trying to kill them and then they die, like, that's like a big blow to you. Like, it's like I had never experienced nothing like that. And it's somebody that's so close, like somebody that you on the road with every single day, laugh with, cry with, you know what I mean? I'm hearing his shit, like I'm hearing his struggles, like what he's saying, like we all broke, we all fucked up. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I didn't live in the hood. My family took me in, Diane and Gert, Corey and them. So we live like down the street from Hofstra University. It's kind of suburbious. So I didn't have to deal with the same thing, he had, like, the white kids ain't really know who I was like that. I could catch the bus home. It was dangerous, but nobody wasn't trying to kill me. You see what I'm saying? Or nobody wasn't beefing with me. Nobody was jealous of me because it wasn't that type of, environment. But his situation was totally different. And it's like, we on tour, barely could buy sneakers and stuff like that. And he like, yo, you know what I mean? Shit is really, that's the only reason why I'm here. Shit is really funky. You see what I'm saying? We got off a tour. He made several attempts at speaking to homie about certain things because he was supposed to give him something. And he never gave it to him. And he kept putting it off until it was too late. So at the end of the day, you know, at first I tried to deal with like Jim a little bit afterwards, but I kept having like these dreams about Stacks, like for 2 weeks straight, like vivid dreams. He'd come to me in my dreams. And it's like, I don't really do too well with like the deceased, like after you going and stuff. Like I'm kind of like very kind of scary of that type of stuff. The underworld, overworld, I don't know what you call it, but it was to the point where I couldn't sleep because every time I would go to sleep, I would have a dream about him. And I used to like be praying. I'd be like, yo, Stacks, what you trying to tell me, my nigga? Like, I never did nothing to you. Like, why are you hunting me? You know what I mean? Like, what's the issue? The whole situation. Like, what's up? Like, and it's one time I was in Miami. They booked me for a show at Sobe. And they put me in the state. They paid for the same room that I was in, was the same room him and Bino was in when we was in Miami on tour. And I looked and I noticed it because I remember the couch and he was telling me about like, you know, some artists that he was trying to sign. And I was like, yo, I'm getting the hell out of here. I don't know what's going on, but this is like, nah, something ain't right. And then Yandy had called me. She was like, yo, Jim wants you to come back up here to do the Bird Gang album cover shoot, the photo shoot. I'm like, I'm not doing that, Yandy. And she's like, why? I'm like, well,
we got
I
to
feel
be
comfortable
careful
1 and 2.
too
I'm
when
like,
you
I'm not.
running them.
I
I
haven't.
think you got to periodically stop it more. So
Oh yeah, no.
something
I'm
with the
hiding.
waves.
Yo, as long as I hide the video and just the voice, they can't do nothing.
Okay.
You can't show the video. You can't show the video. As long as you, yeah. That's not always do. But yeah, what y'all think about what she's saying so far?
It add up. And not to get off topic, but I don't know if y'all remember when Dipset versus Locks is on the verses and Styles came up and said, I think he said free Max B. He might have even mentioned, I don't know if he might not have mentioned Stacks, but I heard the story about Stacks a lot of times, bro. But ain't nobody gonna talk about that. They gonna keep that. Jim gonna keep that swept under the rug. So while he going at Cam, you way worse than Cam because everybody that was under Cam.
Hold up. Cam and Mase might exploit that shit tomorrow on their show. You heard me, Twist?
They might. I don't know if they.
I would.
I think it's gonna be more so the opportunity that they presented to Jim. I don't think they're gonna hit him with Stacks. Not on that show, at least.
I hit that nigga with Stacks. I hit that nigga with all the other artists, Max B, while I'm getting locked up because he wasn't making no money and writing all them hits for him. You know what I'm saying? I'll put all that out there, bro. I'll bury him, bro. You should have kept your mouth shut.
boy, I think that personally, Camron and Mase is really above that on that level to address it because this particular video that you played, isn't that from like maybe 5 years ago? Because I see people in the comment section on the video that's from 5 years ago. And the thing that's ironic about this is that everything that Jim Jones is bringing up right now again to go viral is everything that Cam address. Like, you know, people want to look and still, you know, say, well, it's Cam that, you know, was holding them back, that was beating them and this, that, and so forth, which you didn't get to that part about the real fallout, like I said, over the t-shirt that he created, and he went into the jewels thing and everything else. So
all right. Yeah, I'm
like
gonna go to that. I'm gonna go to that one. I'm gonna go back to that one. And then I'm also gonna go to Max B explains his beef, how his beef started.
Right.
So I'm gonna go back to the one you said.
If you give a person a chance to eat, if I give you something and I put you over there and I say, yo, this is yours right now. You got the opportunity to control this and run this, and you crash, that's your fault. Just like you got some people that you be around, if you give them too much of anything, you already know they gonna follow UC King it up. They gonna mess it up because they only want to go to a certain level. But before you go back, what I kind of got from this female's conversation, and I'm not on no conspiracy theory shit, but it's just the way that things be happening. And under those circumstances, once again, I feel like it's a threat when you got a sucker that's the leader. Anytime that they see somebody got the ability to shine or shine more than them, they always want to find a way to hold them back. So this is where Jimmy is he got to take account for that. But also in the back of my mind, did Jimmy want Stacks out the way? Like, how do I come to you and tell you that my car is being shot up? You a street cat. You know that this is real beef, and you know where this guy is living at. Why you wouldn't take him out of there? Like the female said, it gets to the point at times that we ain't gotta be friends, and that's where black people always mess up. We always try to act like it's all about friendship and brotherhood and everything else. But every other race and nationality, they ain't gotta like each other. They ain't gotta have the same religious background or anything. But they can come together and be able to do economical business, because if I get pulled out the situation, you get pulled out the situation, then we all good. It's like, I don't want to make all the money, like I said to you the other night. When people don't put their teams on and you in the illegal world and I'm making all the money and I get jammed, they freeze my accounts. I can't get to none of my money. If I was paying my boys or my people $150 off of this, that, and the third, how can I expect them to have the 100,000 to help me? How can I expect 5 of y'all to get together and produce $20,000 of this $100,000 I need, where I never even gave you a chance to have 100,000?
Yo, Twins, what you gotta say about it? Because you know, OG, he hit that shit right ahead.
He did. And on top of that, another thing is, you also need to be behind them artists, and you got to have a game plan. When you're signing people from the streets, period, it got to be a blueprint. So you got to know what you're going to do with them artists. That's one that nobody could take away from Jay-Z, is that he had a blueprint for his artists at the time when he did deal with him. You know what I'm talking about? Everything was strategically done, even from the Hot 97 beef when they went back and forth with like the Lox and Nas. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know how to use your soldiers. The problem is, everybody that want to be a boss in that game, they not cut for it. They ain't cut for it. Because for real, a boss will understand that it's a time limit for everything. That run not going to last forever for no group. That's why 50 is like how he is with G-Unit today. We see the results of G-Unit, and we see how 50 moving, and he spoke about, as great of a rapper as Banks is, you know, he already said, like, you know, he lazy. You think he just could just put music out? Like, no, it's multiple things, bro. That music, you can always drop that. That's just for the pleasure of your fans. But it's a lot of things. You got to really be able to level up. But I think it wasn't that much knowledge out there at that time frame as well, though. You know what I'm talking about? People didn't understand how to move.
Yeah, that's
probably
true.
Level up.
That's true. That's the point, yo. But yo, I'm gonna play some more of this Camron. He talking about the bird game thing. Hold on 1 second, y'all.
Shout out to everybody in the chat too, man. Make sure y'all punch that like button and share.
Facts. Definitely share, like, and
Let us
subscribe.
know what y'all think, man. Talk in the chat.
Okay.
Where y'all at?
They said they want to talk about Zeke.
Yeah, they asked them, you haven't mentioned it.
Oh yeah, no, they late. Whoever said I ain't mentioned Zeke is bugging. I'm the one who told you Zeke ran the club in Ohio. I ain't mentioned Zeke. Fam, Zeke. Okay, real quick, Zeke. Zeke is the one. Jim did bring Zeke around. This is true. But me and Zeke built a rapport, which was crazy. So when I went to Ohio and got a club, Zeke ran the whole club. It was my club, but he was the manager of the club. You know what I'm saying? Zeke is the nigga We got rich. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I was in Ohio and Chicago running 2 clubs, and Zeke ran the clubs. He's the one who ran the clubs. That's my nigga. I love Zeke. That's my motherfucking brother. That nigga, yo, fam, when the shit was fucked up, Zeke ran the motherfucking clubs for me, and we got rich. Zeke is ran the motherfucking clubs. Like I told nigga, like fucking Quick in Harlem Nights, and I was Sugar Ray. So whoever say I mentioned Zeke, I'll just late because I love Zeke. That's my nigga, my nigga. Like I wouldn't have survived to make it to.
You want another song?
No, I'm good. I wouldn't have been able to survive to make it to Diplomats if it wasn't for Zeke. Because, like I said, me, him, and Jewels was in Ohio, and Jewels wasn't even out there in the club. He was too young. He was not young enough to get in the club, but he was out there. He was out there because I was like, yo, you got to rap. Because Jewels, let me tell you something about Jewels. Jewels was the most talented nigga in the world, but sometimes he needed that push. He needed that push. Like I seen that interview on Flex, because Jim told a story how I had a house in Chicago, and Jewel, we would be dressed to go to the club, and we walk out to go to the club, and Jewel would be there. I'd be like, yo, you did your 16, and he's stuttering, and then after 16, I'd be like, stay here, we'll bring you some bitches back. You ain't coming till you write them 16. And Flex was like, I seen Flex like, oh, Cam was enjoying bossing somebody around. He was happy to boss somebody around. How the fuck would I enjoy? No, I wasn't enjoying nobody bossing somebody around. It's like this, and I'll put it in a different perspective. If you got a basketball player and you're a coach, you want to keep him after practice. You want to make him come early because you know his full potential. He may be better than all the other basketball players, but you want to be harder on him because you know his maximum potential. And that's just how I felt with Jewel. So I'm like, this kid, he don't put 100% into it, but if he did, nobody would be able to touch this kid. So when we was in Chicago, when we was in Ohio, when we would go
Same
out,
thing 50 Cent about Lloyd Banks.
or even my crib in Jersey, he stayed with me. I'd be like, nah, you can't come out till you do these 16s because I want to hear them. Them shits was fire. I wanted more for me. Fuck the public. Give me more. Give me some 16s from my own motherfucking inspiration. That kid was fucking bananas. So when Flex was like, oh, Ken was enjoying bossing somebody around, nah, bro, it ain't like that, bro. Sometimes you see potential in somebody, and sometimes the people that you see potential in needs an extra push to reach their maximum potential. And that's what I was doing. I'm not enjoying bossing nobody around, bro. Not at all, man. No, not at all. That was my brother, and I knew that nigga was nice. So cool. Ballin' come out. And like I said, I just want to get to this part because Jim said, oh, I robbed him and did that. Like I said, I never had no paperwork with this man. That's how much I fuck with him. I never did a contract with him. Do you, man. Get the money. Get the artist. Okay, cool. You ain't bracing over. I see you building your own crew. No problem. Whatever. So me and Jim used to get a lot of women. We had a lot of women. We shared a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? That's just the era we grew up in. You fuck this bitch, I fuck that bitch. We fuck around bitches, yo, da. Boom, whatever, right? So, and this is just being honest. This is just, I'm telling you what happened. Because he'll say,
listen to this.
He'll say whatever. He'll say, this is what I did. And I'm not going wrong. I was dead wrong for this. I was dead fucking wrong. And this is where the whole shit collapsed at. This is where everything went all the way downhill. I'm being totally honest. Jim met Chrissy. And when he met Chrissy, he'd been liking Chrissy his whole life. He loved Chrissy, you know what I'm saying? But he just started messing with her. So, back then it wasn't, even though now it's cool, back then, or even back then it might have been cool. We was just kind of new to having millions of dollars in money or whatever. So Jim just meet Chrissy and he started messing with her, and he's buying her bags and buying her shoes like the first 2-3 weeks he met her or whatever. So I was like, yo, you tricking, man? What is you doing? You tricking, you bugging, or whatever. So this is my mistake, and I'm being totally honest. And if I could do it over, I swear to God, I would do it all the way over because I see how their relationship grow, and I see they're still together. And I think that's real dope shit. I think that shit is hot. I didn't know it would grow to be that, but I'm thinking from a mindset, this is my man. Last month we was fucking bitches. Now this nigga is buying what's the name? So I didn't know it would turn into this. So what I did was I made these t-shirts and it said Tricky Ricky, AKA Jim Jones is a trick. And on the back of the shirt, we had mad niggas in jail. Snags was in jail. My man Chanel from 115th, Young Handsome, he was in jail. We had a lot of niggas in jail at the time. And I was sending them money. So I made the shirt that said Jim Jones, Tricky Ricky, and he not looking out for none of our niggas in jail. And on the back of the shirt, I had all our niggas in jail and I had called them a trick. But I wasn't looking at it like that. I'm looking like that's how we played. I wasn't trying to disrespect them because I didn't know their relationship would grow to be what it was. Them shirts hurt. You know what I'm saying? I had niggas wearing a shirt.
Hold on, yo.
Niggas
Hold
wearing
on.
a shirt. Everybody wearing it. It was just
Hold on. Tricky Twizzy. What's up? Speak, bro.
Cam foul. Cam really the guy that would smash your birthday cake in your face at your party.
But you know how we in the hood we hike on each other. We hike on each other about their girls. And you can't take that shit that person.
No, but also when it comes to somebody like Jim Jones, he was
Did
already
Cap get punched in the face on the record?
Jim was there too, though. I think.
And Jim ran a left. Jim out that gate like he was running the hurdles, bro. Jim was gone. That's what Junior Mafia beat him up.
No, that's what the boy with the boy that interviewed Jim Jones, he should have did the joint what just happened on Angela Lee joint. Had True Life pop up on the podcast while he in the middle of the joint, like we got some special guests coming to see you. Had True Life come in there. True Life was on his heels.
Yo, they speak about that in this whole little video. Cam clear all of that up, and he talk about, you know what I'm saying, that Gutter and Jim Jones.
Hold on. Do me a favor, y'all. Do me a favor. Hold it down. Y'all keep the content going. Hold it down while I'm gonna help my wife with the bags.
All right, if you can lay our panel
All right,
out,
we got you covered.
Huh?
Yo, y'all go.
What you say?
Y'all go.
Lay the panel out. I got you.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna see later on in this video, he continued with it, that he's saying that it was something personal between Jim Jones and Gutter. And when they got up to the Rucker, it finally played out because they had been at numerous or other events together, and they always had this mean mug stare. And Cam explained everything about the whole little thing that took place with Little C's, and none of it panned out, you know, the way that it was actually put out there. He even go through what happened with True Life and Jim Jones not explaining to him the beef that him and True Life had because True Life got Jim Jones for his jury, but he never told Cam before it was escalating. So Cam was in a club one night by himself, and you know, True Life and his goons ran up on him, and they got into a little altercation. And this is why I say one thing or two for sure: when it comes to this internet, it ain't nothing that you can hide. If there's anything that was there, any footage, any audio, anything, it's going to tell the truth. And people create their own narratives of how things went down, but it's not until when you put, you know what I'm saying, this person is always a story, but there's always two sides to the story. And that's the only way we going to get the real story, when both sides put out what they got to say. And then now you see who's telling the truth, not based upon who you like or whatever, because the truth is the truth. I don't care how close we are. If you did some bullshit and a person can show me that you did some bullshit, then I got to deal with that. Like with Jay-Z and D-Haven, and Jay-Z, D-Haven said ran off with some money, and another cat that was on his team that was a real hitter wanted to do something to him, but DeHaven stopped it. And he got mad at DeHaven afterwards because he was saying, how could you still be around this man? This man was loyal. You was the one that was unloyal. And now that he pointed it out, and now the beef is ready to start that you ain't not prepared for, I'm going to save you again. People always saving people. So at the end of the day, I'm quite sure we'll get to that part of the video, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
watched it all the way.
But I figured like I thought Camron would have known that he had beef with Gutter. Been on point, you know?
Well, I mean, you can't be on point. It's just like if we somewhere and me and you might have a stare down or whatever, but the rest of the crew don't really know that, or I may feel like, yo, man, why you keep entertaining that? You know what I'm saying? That's another part of it. You know, sometimes people around you, most conflicts are initiated by outsiders. You know, when you young in school and you and a cat get into it the first period and y'all say, oh, we gonna have a fight at 3 o'clock, right? In between first period and 3 o'clock, neither one of us might have thought about fighting each other. But by the time it get to 5th or 6th period, when it's almost time for us to get out, you got 10, 20 people on my team coming to me, yo, no, this nigga said that, you know, y'all got to throw down. And then you got his people that's telling them, yo, you remember what happened first period, y'all got to get it on. Conflicts are usually caused by outsiders, you know,
That's
what
a
we
fact.
call promoters. You know what I'm saying? Where me and you could have did it and kept it moving, but because I got this person in my ear, or it's because of a chick, or whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying? The situation escalates to where we got to go and do what we said we was going to do from the beginning, but all the time we really lost that energy to really do something to one another.
Yeah, that's a
Facts.
fact. That's a fact. On top of the outsiders, then you got the ego that we naturally got as men.
But I want to know why Jim and Cameron never knew what was going on in the streets with each other, you know? And they had a whole Dipset movement.
Well, I think with them, like, especially Cam was out of there, bro. Like, Cam was all the way out of there. Jim was out of there too, but Jim was the artist. So Jim, to me, I feel like Jim was the artist that made it. And after he made it, he wanted to prove how connected he was to the streets. Cam ain't care about that, bro. Like Cam was himself. Cam understood that he got in that game to become rich, not to try to prove that he still got love in the hood. That love in the hood, it go out the window, because at the end of the day, you could become a millionaire, and then people that you necessarily wasn't cool with that's from your hood, now they're your cousin, now they're your best friend, because the opportunity
I
is there.
don't know, man.
They see
Cameron's
the
been a little
opportunity.
shaky in the streets, yo. Yo, pull up that interview with Nas and Jay when they talk about Cam ratting on them
But Mac, you
about
gotta
the shooting in
remember,
Washington, D.C. Go ahead.
You gotta remember, bro. Cam was in that. Listen, bro, he was supposed to originally get signed with Big, so Big was still alive. So we talking about the '90s. So by the time Cam got on, it's a whole different time frame. Like, Cam wasn't the guy that you see him just doing random vlogs out in the middle of Harlem and stuff like that. Not saying Harlem don't love him, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like Cam held it down for Harlem, just like Mase did for his run. Because at the end of the day, if don't nobody from out of New York know nothing, they knew that Harlem guys got fly, and it was on the strength of the rap before
and
we
let me
even
say
heard any
something.
of the documentaries.
Hey, yo, let me say something.
Facts.
Yo, y'all can tell how jealous Cam is of Mase. I mean, that fucking Jim Jones is a Mase and Cam relationship, bro. That's straight jealousy.
Yeah. Hey, yo, let me
I
say
think
something. Can I say something to a brother that's with the street thing with Cam and all of them, right? I mean, we talked about this earlier, me, Twiz and Born, right? No matter how much a gangster that a person may be, there's rules to the streets, right? I wear a lot of jewelry, right? But when I go into different projects in Brooklyn or wherever, and I choose to wear my jewelry, is because I'm affiliated or I got alliance with people that's at the top of the food chain. What I mean by that is been guards and individuals that have came out to my project and have gotten robbed, and other individuals come to get me. If you real, I'm gonna make sure you get it back. If you was a rider and you was hanging out with these people and doing the destructive things that they was doing, then you got to charge it to the game. So, like I said, even with the PNB rock and all that, why would you make yourself a plate? It's got to be times and spaces where you know, yo, I don't want to wear all this jewelry because I'm attracting that type of
oh man.
element. It doesn't make you a sucker or a punk. It makes you know and realize what's going on. If I go,
you're
You know
at
what?
the top of the food
You
chain. You're at the top of the
you
food chain.
right.
God,
If
you
I
just
go around this block, and Ice-T gave this example before. He said, if I know it's a bunch of niggas that when I turn the corner, that all these niggas do is rob individuals. Now, it's two reasons that I could go down that alley or around that block. One, I'm trying to prove something and I'm ready to kill all these niggas on that block because they are robbers. You know what I'm saying? Or two, I want to get robbed.
No, that's a fact. That's a
oh
fact.
man. You
It's a
That's a
problem
fact. You hit it on
because,
the head.
right, so many people want to dictate what gangsterism is all about, and they leave out the fine lines of being a gangster and
Hey, yo,
stupidity.
let me ask you a question real quick. I'm gonna ask you a question. People say he wasn't jealous of Cam. I mean, Cam and Mace's relationship. But do you think he was kicking Mace back into Cam when Mace first started rapping? They thought Mace had all that money. Do you think he was like that? Jim Jones was like, "Yo, see, I told you that nigga ain't shit. That nigga ain't right, bruh. You need to stop messing with him. You need to stop messing with him, bruh. It's about us.
But
It's Dipset, nigga."
they spoke about that Born when they tried to use the thing about Mace coming back and Mace had them riding in Econ and Economy, and he was riding in first class.
Yeah. You can't
You
do
know
that.
what
You
I'm
can't do
saying?
that, Mace.
You
Right.
can do that, bruh. You can do that. He earned that. Them niggas gotta earn it too.
Yeah,
Right.
but these are the niggas that are putting in time for you. Like,
No, listen, no. These niggas, at least y'all on a flight. At least I don't got y'all taking a bus all the way to motherfucking West Dakota.
Or I'm giving you $150 and you out on tour. See, these are the unknown factors that people don't put into the equation. But they talked about when they got back that Mace had just got his car and he jumped in his car and left them. You know, and see, a lot of these things are really petty on the bigger scope and the bigger plane. But when we dealing with individuals, you dealing with youthism. You understand? The way that we thought when we was youth, we was
Facts.
teenagers or early 20s, is not the way that you supposed to be thinking when you in your 40s, your 50s, your late 30s. It's supposed to be some type of change in your mentality. So those things, it's a lot of things that I did now that I look back on and say, yo, I was stupid as hell. I was a crash dummy. I was jumping out the window for no reason. But when you dealing with youthism, you know what I'm saying? And emotion, it doesn't play the same field of operation when you become a man, because a man is going to deal with things like a man, and I'm going to confront you with the issue before I take out dirty laundry. And you're going to see that too, where Cam was stating, you know what I'm saying, that he felt that the problems that they had, even though they was having problems, that he still wanted to get to that 125 million. So now, even though we may not be speaking to each other, we could still be under this umbrella of getting to the bag. But all in between that, you got all the little sucker shit that's going on that prevents the group to be able to rise as one. And that's the difference between when you doing certain things as a child and you doing things as an adult.
One thing you touched up on a few major
That's a
points,
fact. That's a fact.
and I want to try to cover some of the points you touched up on. One thing I want to touch up on that you said that was real valuable, and that was as far as like the P&B rock stuff and the respect and just walking through it. Bro, I don't care if you hit the lottery. I don't care if you got inheritance money. I don't care if you became a rapper. Don't forget what time it was before you got that. I'm not going to become a millionaire today and stunt on people or think that I'm above stuff because I'm rich now. And just because you come from what you come from, if you're not connected properly with the proper people, I'm not going to come out New York pulling up an old Maserati and acting like I'm the man out there. Unless I know
But Cam is only loyal to the money. Let's keep it 1,000. Yo, listen, Jay-Z was taking rhymes from everybody else. Cam did a 17-minute video about that, and then turned around and did a show at the Apollo with Drake. Drake was doing the same shit.
When Jay-Z did it, I think it was more of a homage thing. You know what I'm saying? I think it was more of a homage. Like, when you mentioned certain people's lines, I think it was more of a homage thing. But can't nobody say they sat there and I'm not even gonna get into that because allegedly, even though Chris don't admit to it, you see he got blackballed after that Rihanna flick got posted with him and Rihanna on that boat, and Rihanna ain't had nothing on.
Hey, hold up. Is that the same reason why Jay-Z cut Cam? Didn't like Cam because Cam used to smash Beyonce?
Oh man, you unlocking new levels. I ain't know. Yeah, listen, you gotta be careful. We gonna have you gonna get us hit with some doggone laws allegedly.
Allegedly, Cam was allegedly smashing Beyonce through the grapevine. And hold up, allegedly 50 Smith was smashing Beyonce too.
I think.
Hold up, but we all know Pimp C allegedly was smashing, had a videotape of it.
Jay-Z got to a point.
Well, what was this? Because I thought Jay-Z got with Beyonce at 16.
He can go ahead and 16. She was grown when he got with Beyonce.
So what
Beyonce,
what was this nigga smashing it?
Yeah, but we got to remember too, Hov can't, as you know what I'm saying, as great of a businessman as he is, he can't stand in the room with another alpha. Like, it ain't going. You gotta know your position to be around Hov. You gotta.
That's why DeHaven not around. That's why DeHaven not around.
But also with DeHaven, I can't answer you. You might be right because I was about to say DeHaven also. I don't think that. Yeah, he was, but yeah, he was, and he was somebody that DeHaven is like the street version of Dame to Jay-Z. You know what I'm talking about? But it's just it was crazy, and I forgot.
So what? Emery's beta, Tata's beta, all of
hell yeah, they beta mouse.
I don't know much about Tata. From what I heard, some of the stuff you hear on YouTube don't be accurate. You know what I'm saying? I heard they was trying to say he was solid, but I think with Tata is just so quiet. You ain't got to worry about Tata getting on. I'm gonna tell you something.
I remember when them niggas was Trenton, bro. Like I tell you, I remember them niggas was Trenton, New Jersey, bro.
Hey, give us the story, boy. I hope you about to give us the story when they came up there and they had their jewelry and stuff and laid there while they was playing ball.
All right, so I was young, right, and I wanted to play basketball. So Jay-Z and DeHaven and they crew was out there playing ball. They kicked me off the court. I probably was like, had to be like around 10, man. 10 or 10, 11, probably 11. So I got mad. They had all their jerseys lined up on a towel while they playing ball. So when they kicked me off the court. When they played ball, I snatched the towel up and bounced with it, right? I told my cousin, come your ass on. I bounced with it, went to a pawn shop and got rid of it. The guy robbed me for. He robbed me for that shit. I know that shit was way more expensive than what he gave me money for. But I think it was close to $5,000. He gave me all, and I was like 11 years old. He asked for no ID or nothing. He took all that jewelry and just gave me the money.
Yeah, I remember them pawn shop days back in the day. It used to be sweet.
They asked for no, they want you to sign shit. Now you go to pawn shop, you got to sign shit. You got ID, all that shit. But nah, he didn't want me to sign shit. Nah, he just gave me the money. I took the money home to my aunt and her husband. I take all of it. I kept like a couple of thousand in my pocket. I gave them the rest. And my aunt husband, he was smoking that Krizak back then. He fucked all the money up. To be real, you know what I'm saying? But yo, yeah, let me end this with a good note. Yo, it was great to have y'all brothers up here, man. I appreciate y'all.
Always much love and respect.
And we're gonna do this again. Yo, hold up one second before y'all get off. Let them know. Let them know where y'all at. Let them know your channels, what y'all doing.
Gang. This is Mac Mizzle. You already know. The Mac Mizzle Show. I do my show every night around 11 o'clock. Sometimes Boring be on it. I want SV Twist to come on it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. We're going to kill 2025. Real niggas spit.
Salute.
Definitely. That's just how we carrying it, man. It's the Hood Blogger, SV Twist, man. You know what I'm saying? We all a family on this joint. So make sure at the end of the day, y'all stay tuned and make sure them notifications is on. Because we don't never know when Born is going to go live or when Mac Mizzle is going to go live. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely going to run it up.
Hey, yo.
Hey, y'all check out that SV Twist,
we,
the last interview he did with Hell Real. That shit was dope.
Oh yeah, I appreciate
The Hub Blogger, check out his Hell Real interview. Facts. That shit was dope. Salute to that, bro. That shit doing numbers. That shit is doing numbers. Hey, yo, and for everybody from Jersey, I'm in contact with Wayne Akbar Prey. And yo, I'm working on getting him on an interview. It's gonna be epic something finally for Jersey so people can see how Jersey really got down. Instead of us always talking about New York and Detroit and Chicago and Philly. No disrespect to Philly because I live here. But it's time for us to let our shit be shown too. Let our balls hang. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, hopefully soon, I'm in contact with this daughter. We're going back and forth. I'm going to see what the price is going to be, whatever it's going to be. You know what I mean? If I can get the money together, I get the money together just to have them on the show. So when I do that show, there's going to be two people up here with me when I interview them. Because SV Twins is a way better interviewer than me. New Jersey.
No. Yeah, I know way better interviewer, man. we both just got out. We both
I like it. We form like Voltron.
Facts, exactly. We form like Voltron together, man.
Indeed, yo. No, I'm just don't mess with you. I'm just joking. But you know, like I said, he's a way better interviewer than me because I cut people off like, yo, what you say? Nah. And I'm gonna ask SB Twist, he's more like laid back. He asks questions, but I force answers out of niggas because you ain't gonna take my money to beat me around the bush. Nigga, what you think about what's going on with Jim Jones and Cam? Yo, you supposed to be like, yo.
Facts.
Yo, Jim Jones, he was fucked up. He was fucked up for what we did, point blank. You know what I'm saying? I love Jim, I love Cam, but Jim was fucked up for doing what he did, or either Cam was fucked up for doing what he did, and left it like that.
You gotta respect every guest that come on your platform because we're all men at the end of the day. So I would never force or go at nobody and be like, yo, what's up with this? If a person going, that's like the joint I did with Oskino. Oskino started going off. He didn't even say nothing about nothing. I didn't even ask him about it. He gonna go off. So you gotta respect people as men, and you also don't want to put nobody in a tight predicament because the tongue is sharper than the sword. So after that interview over, they gotta live with that. You don't never know what a person's situation is. So I ain't gonna never stop nobody from crossing the bridges they trying to cross at the end of the day.
Well, that's why I say you better than me because you took that money, you gonna eat with my money, and you gonna give me the 100% honest truth. You know what I'm saying? You can
Big
say I'm your
facts.
brothers, and I love you. I love you, my
we coming to
brothers.
collect. You know what I'm talking about?
But yo, that was a dope interview. Twins there. That's it. The Hub blog. Yeah, go check it out. Yeah, Harrell up there. Harrell was spitting a couple of bars for him up there at the beginning of the video. So yo, I make sure y'all check that out, man. Yo, Twins, I'm proud of you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. And you too, the Mac Mizzo Show.
You already know.
Yo,
boys,
it's the
let's
King of
get it.
New Jersey. This is BTBTV. We bully the bullies. I'm your honorable host, born divine Almighty Allah. And like I told you before, we ain't no Bloods or no Crips. We doing our own thing. BTBTV that started his own gang. Like, nigga, what? We out. We out, y'all. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for my panel. Yo, we appreciate y'all, man. We're going to keep this popping, man. It's 2025, man. Let's make it happen. One.